Most important. The book of Job 1 and 2, God sends Satan to attack Job. I can tell you now that it's about to happen. I'm going to tell you who's going to get it and how it's going to get done. But you need to listen. I always tell people, make sure you're taking in this information, because otherwise you're just hearing what you've been taught. But what you've been taught has been a bunch of bullshit by a bunch of liars. So now I'm going to tell you what the Bible really teaches and why they're about to get it. First off, when God sends Satan, Satan represents Saturn. Saturn. Right now, Saturn is with Pluto. Now, everybody can get it, but again, Pluto, as everybody knows, you can go to myastrologybook.com and they'll tell you. So that's a bunch of Caucasians telling you that Pluto is the planet of the black people, or anybody with melanin. Also, if you don't know what melanin is, look it up. It's all online, all on YouTube. Also, Sherry Shriner, who's now deceased, even she said Lilith was a planet of people that are, she didn't use the word melanated, she said basically anybody with black or melanin as well. And you can see all this in the book of Revelation. Dark smoke comes up, that's those people. And you can see it in the book of Genesis chapter 15. It talks about the darkness or the dark, whatever came up. Whatever says black or dark is talking about those people. So not that they're the only ones that are going to get it, because they've been getting it for a long time under this repressive thing that they're under. But everybody's going to get it. But it's also going to be astrology. That's why I'm talking about the two best astrologers in the world, Terry Nassan and Michelle Knight. We'll be talking about. It'll be a lot of facts in this video. Also, whatever terminology I'm using is terminology coming right from the scriptures, because God calls his people he's disciplining, and his enemies he calls them dung, which is doo-doo, and all kind of stuff. Your Bible says a lot. If you ever tried to read it, instead of just doing whatever you're doing, which is why you got so much false information and could be messing with your internal destination in hell. A lot of you guys don't even believe in hell. All this is in your Bible. Some of you are talking about Jesus. Jesus preached hell. I don't understand it. So the reason why this is about to happen, this wave of karma and Saturnian attacks. Pluto, when Pluto comes, especially if it was a Pluto retrograde, it takes away. So things you may value are suddenly taken away, and powerfully. Why? To shake your ass up. Just like the book of Job. He lost everything. Lost his family, lost everything. And the only thing the universe left him was his wife, who was talking about curse God and die. Isn't that amazing? And I'll be talking about too, like wicked ass people. I'll be talking about in this video. And it's funny, as soon as I open up my door, just woke up, open up my back door, and there's that chick I was just talking about with that dog. It's hilariously funny. This stuff never ends. So I talk about stuff like that. Everything. Also, you're going to be seeing information. Anything I talk about, you'll see information. I may not use the pictures until the end of the video. The end of the video may have all the different pictures. Also, you see the Lover's card. All that came up last night on the last night's read. Threw that up in there. And a friend. Now, get this. Most important. Way back when I was only, 13 or 15. I don't know. In that area. 12, 14, 12 or 14. Whatever you want to say. I used to talk to this white girl, just talking. This is high school stuff. Now, see, I came up in a different era. I'm older. But in my era, they would come up to your lock and call you a nigger to your face. These damn crackers. So we were highly racial area to live in. But what changed it was the drug game, because then they needed the drugs. So then they was talking to the black people. But let's get back to it. So, I guess me and this little white girl was just saying, I'm a little boy. We were the same age. And I guess I'm talking to her. She's talking to me. Now, I don't remember what the heck we talked. But I remember what she looked like. Freckle-faced little white girl, glasses. We both had on glasses. Just nerdy. And she had red hair. Remember her name. And remember talking to her. But I can't remember one conversation we had. But we did talk a lot. I remember that. But something she recently said. Alright, so she came looking for me. Now, this is going back a long time. This is decades and decades. And she came out of nowhere through classmates.com. And, tried contacting me, but nobody wants to pay to use it. I mean, I didn't have a lot of friends in high school, you know. Whoever was my friend. The only dude in my high school, whoever I needed to be a friend with in junior high school and high school and all those years, I did. Was the great Mike B, late great. He's dead now. I was thankful to be friends with him. God brought. In fact, right before Mike B died, I saw him right at the church out here. And that church is the same church where that pastor told all his people to get off Facebook and he was going to kick him out the church. He said, I'm giving you all 2 weeks to get off Facebook. If you don't get off Facebook, I'm going to put you out the church, because Facebook can lead you to commit adultery and stuff like that. Fornication or adultery. So what he forgot was some people knew what he did, And him and his wife was getting their freak on, even in the church, with her personal assistant and boyfriend. So that came public. Once he did that, people just put his business out. And everybody found out what the man was doing. But you're going to get exposed. Like, stuff like that happens during this Saturn with Pluto. Now, some people are telling you that Saturn will not be with Pluto until 2020. But that's not true. See, sometimes you got to use different space mats and transit charts. Now, the one I use, when you see the black ones, that's more accurate of what's going on up in space. And right now, Saturn is with Pluto. And some people know that. That's why you're getting this warning. So Saturn's going to deal with karma and going to give you what you deserve, whether good or bad. And Pluto is coming to take shit away. You will be shaken up. So anyway, my friend, and again, I haven't seen her since I was like 12 or 13. Long time ago. So she finally got a 3-month subscription or something to classmate.com. She shot me an email. And all she said to me was, she was just saying stuff like, the nerds. She was going, the nerds, and she was going, but we look better than them and stuff. And she was saying stuff to me like, we turned out all right. It's just funny. And she's talking to me like we still been talking. It's just amazing. It's amazing how she's talking to me. Like we're still sitting in that classroom talking. I could barely remember that shit. But I want to say one thing. I was a nerd, but I fought though. Even if it took me a minute to fight, it's like what Nas said. Nas said, back in the day they used to chase us. Basically, they chase you till you got sick of running and started fighting back. So that would be me. So I'm not just a nerd, like a nerdy type of dude. I was respected by all the motherfucking gangsters and all the motherfucking thugs. Because I would be all up in them spots by myself. Ain't nobody touch me. You heard? Thank God. But still ain't nobody put their hands on me. So I remember one time I was sitting out there with one guy. He thought he was a roughneck. He tried to shake me down because we was on the street where only hardcore niggas be. And he tried to run up on me. Tried to play that tough guy shit with me. And I looked at that dude. I said, how you going to shake me down with a McLeod jacket on? Now, y'all know McLeod? McLeod! That's what I said. How you going to shake me down with a McLeod jacket on? And I went, McLeod! And shit. And then that thug got all insecure. So I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with my jacket, man. My jacket all right. But I had to let this nigga know nobody's scared of you. What the fuck you talking? I wouldn't be out here. I know what street I'm on. If I was scared, I wouldn't be standing here. Nobody's scared of your ass. And then I found out later on through a conversation that was my cousin and shit. But the point I'm making is that ain't no thug. I said to him one night, I said, I'm a thug. He said, you a nerd. He said, you a nerd thug. I said, as long as I'm a thug, it don't matter to me. So, true, I was a nerd. True, she is a friend of mine. But the bottom line is, whatever happened at age 12 and 13, by the time I came up, nigga, I had that name, nigga. And that's more important to me than anything on this planet, because this planet is filled with a bunch of lying-ass bullshit and a bunch of punk-ass cowards. All right, so that's it. So on this video, this was the intro. So it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. We'll be updating on a whole lot of stuff. A whole lot of stuff going down. And that's the way it's coming from the universe, coming through me, because I'm speaking that truth, whether you believe it or not. I can't help it you don't know your Bibles. That's not my fault. I can't help it that y'all are still number 15. Y'all still think y'all got chains around you and shit. The man done told you after 400 years you free. But if you don't believe it, then you're going to stay chained up forever. That's the law. And that next chain, which y'all don't understand, that y'all think y'all gonna sleep on me, I'm gonna tell you what scripture really tell you. If you don't come out that bondage now, the next bondage is eternal damnation in hell for all eternity. That's the final bondage. And this is the last day you are entering. I'm sorry if you don't know your Bibles, but I'm out here all the time. You got the book of Job. We've been studying it verse by verse, chapter by chapter, what the Bible really teaches. And what you don't understand is how that Bible, those 66 chapters that I'm talking about, even though Protestants have had their hands on it, even though Freemasons are all through that Bible, even though the Catholics have it all through it, basically, the Word of God is still being seen. And basically, that entire Bible, when he tells you he's the first and the last, that's how that Bible is written. He tells you about the beginning, and then he's telling you about the transit, the life transit of our lives from the beginning of him creating this physical realm to the last day, the end, or the time of the end. And that's the end, the day of fire that the Quran talks about. And that's the end of everything. From then on, you go into a new heaven, new earth, depending on who you are, because everybody ain't going. You're going into a new heaven and a new earth, which will be spirit, not flesh. And everything else that doesn't go into that new heavens, new earth, goes down into hell for eternal damnation. You definitely need the Messiah. just like they tell you, and that's why he made sure you see that sun, S-U-N, come up in that sky. Every day, that sun comes up and saves you. And if you didn't have that sun, you would be in darkness. And that darkness sometimes can represent God's people, but you have to be careful. I mean, sometimes that darkness can represent God's presence, but you have to be careful because sometimes the darkness represents God's people. You got to know the context. But I do that verse by verse out here. That's why I said for people sleeping, I don't go to bed going, oh, why don't they get it? I say, hey, listen, I did my fucking job. Maybe they're not supposed to get it. I'm not worrying about it. This is decades of serving the Most High God who created all things. My job is to tell you, let you know and warn you, then I got to let it go because ain't nobody driving me crazy, though everybody tries to every freaking day with you people. So, you had the information. There it is. You are now entering what is going to be called Saturnian, Plutonian, and I just told you what. Saturn is all about bringing you lessons and karma, but sometimes you just need to be, that's part of you being here. God is going to teach you lessons whether you believe in him or not. So you're still going to have Saturn or Satan putting his foot up your ass. That's why you need to get protected with spirit, but you got to walk in the spirit. That video, I got 2 videos on walking in the spirit. A newer one I just did about a month or so ago, and an older one has been there for a while. Either one will help you get where you need to be with this God, the real Bible, the real creator. Stop playing games. Stop telling a human that put you in slavery that he's your God. He's not a God. He's a goddamn devil, and he's about to be burned in hell. That's what the scriptures say. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Now, Pluto is taking shit away. Especially if it's Pluto retrograde. Taking shit away. So that's why you want to listen. And plus, I back it up with the 2 best astrologers in the world. Kudos to Terry Nassan. Last Saturday was one of the worst days of 2019 for me. And of course, that drama queen that I've known my whole life was right there to fuck it up. She was the crescendo. When I finally made it home and thought I could start to lick my wounds and thought it was over with, here comes that telephone call that fucked me up. From my health, everything, all at the same time. And funny, just last night I read Terry Nassan her weekly horoscope, and she said it. She even gave the time frame of when the attack was going to come, and she even gave the sign, the zodiac sign of the attacker. And that's the same sign of this drama queen I'm talking about. So I throw all that up there, put it all out there to show you that astrology is true, the Bible is true, and it's all one. So y'all think it's all different, and you have the audacity to think you can pick and choose. When a voice of God is ringing out, you'll either hear it or burn by it. You got to make that choice. I can't help you. I've done everything for your asses. I sacrificed everything for your asses. But still, that same disgusting rebellion that Moses had to deal with is still in these people today. These reincarnated people, same people that's getting their asses kicked in the wilderness, still around today. That same wicked ass spirit that's anti-God, but yet they try to act like they're holy. And some of them even had the audacity to put Jesus in their mouth when they don't obey him. And he said, you don't love me if you don't obey me. You got to do both of them. When your Bible in Revelation talks about the church of Philadelphia has love, it ain't talking about neighborly love. It ain't talking about brotherhood love. It's talking about the love of God's commandments. That's why the other churches ain't make it. And the reason why he got that sword coming out of his mouth with his fire, because that sword is the word of God. That Bible right here. I don't want to pat it hard because I'm not like Jimmy Swaggart. Classic Jimmy Swaggart. You should shake that Bible up. That's disrespectful to God. And now he wrote, to show you how disrespectful Jimmy Swaggart is, he rewrote the Bible and even put his name on it. Check it out if you think I'm lying. But that's what happens when you're shaking up the Bible in the 70s and cheating on your wife, and you're still cheating on her now. Faking it. You start to get fake religion, fake, and start having a fake Bible like Jehovah's Witnesses. Woo! Fire! Fire for the Most High! But some of these people, they're not going to get a warning from God. They're just going to be burning in hell. Because Jimmy got his warning when he got publicly exposed for who he really was. And I like to do this. He knew that Bible pretty much. He was one of his sermons, he was going off. He had a shake in that Bible, but he was going through the Bible showing Jesus Christ in the Bible, and he was also showing you all the feminine side. In Proverbs chapter 8, I said, man, this dude, he pretty much do know his Bible, though. I gave him respect. But he tried to use the Bible to make a whole lot of money, and that's where he had his downfall. And if you turn on his channel right now, he's still doing the same thing. Him and his whole family. And now there's a lot of rumors about him out there, but you can check that out online yourself. I won't spread rumors. You can do your own research. But there are people saying he's connected to Satanism. I don't know. Check it out. Check it out. This is Get. I'm out. Be an urgent read. I repeat, an urgent read. A lot of information has been coming. As you see, it's Michelle Knight, one of the greatest astrologers on the planet today. Talking about freedom is coming. Full moon in Sagittarius. But I need y'all to listen, because a lot has been going on. You're going to see this. This will probably be the cover. And then you're going to see the other one that came about Africa. They all came at the same time, talking about the mother. Trying to tell you the divine mother is talking. Now, I don't know how much astrology y'all know. I really don't know. But I do know that myastrologybook.com tells you that planet Pluto is the planet of the black people. You can look that up. I didn't say that. I never said it, but biblically speaking, I would have known that to be true. But I never said it. And then the great late Sherry Shriner said that Lilith is the mother, like the melanated people. Anybody that got melanin in them. She may not have used the word melanin, but that's exactly what she said. So you need to listen up. But like I said, it's more why I'm trying to tell you this. A lot of shit been going down, going down, going down. So you got to learn how to listen. Because what happens is people stay stuck on stupid because they don't take notes and they don't listen. And then when a ship come and these motherfuckers still here getting ready to be burning in hell, they going to be... But it's too late. Too late. This is not a game. You're going to get with it or get left by it. That flood of fire may have your name on it. Remember Sapphire, nigga. I told you to learn etymology. Sapphire, nigga. Cowards in the showers. Cowards get left in the showers. And them showers is fire coming down on that ass. 88, nigga. 88 constellations in the star system, bitch. Asking me, Gat, why Gat don't gotta do a goddamn thing. Y'all niggas ain't doing shit for me. Fuck I gotta do. All I gotta do is tell the truth. I'm obligated by the universe to tell y'all dummies the truth. And when I use that word nigga, that's everybody. Any low level, bitch ass, coward ass nigga that ain't doing what God told them to, but they think God gonna save them. Hope y'all don't be left in that day of reckoning. Ho ho ho. And I ain't talking about Santa Claus, but I am talking about Saturn, Satan. That's what the book of Job was all about. When God gave out the order to leave Job behind and sent down his number one hitman to take the job. That's why your Bible talk about Leviathan the beast. Job chapter 41, the same beast in Revelation 13, the beast that will take over the whole planet. But y'all niggas don't know because you don't listen to a real person speaking for the Most High, and you don't take notes and study. Now, Michelle Knight. In the Bible, the night is a hell of a time, a horrible time, especially for the people of God. When God gave Abraham that prophecy in Genesis 15, if you notice, it got real dark out there like the night, nigga. When Jesus Christ went into his hardcore suffering, right after he said, "Today you shall be with me in paradise," it got dark like the night. And they could hear Jesus yelling through that darkness. It got so horrible and terrible. And he had just said, "Today you'll be with me in paradise." Well, paradise must be a mother Hubbard, because it was all dark. Back into the divine womb. Nicodemus, John chapter 3. Nicodemus came to Jesus in the night. And they was talking about going back into the womb to be born again. You come out that womb crying. If you don't cry, either way, you getting turned upside and beat on your ass to force you to cry. Why? Why is crying so important to God? Ital Iman says you must be crying out to be delivered from this oppression. But who's really crying out? People like me, because I know the scriptures. Maybe I tell our mom is crying out. But who else is crying out? But I still ain't get to my point of why I'm out here. And what I'm going to tell you again, you better make sure you hear this video. Because God's going to be unveiling all the stuff that's about to happen soon. And when I say soon, I'm not using a Bible definition soon. Because I come quickly. That was based on some other shit. That's why we still here. We not talking about a day is 1,000 years soon, nigga. We talking about soon on that ass. Praise the Most High, who is worthy of all praise. Now, what I'm about to do, lazies and smellagins, you funky ass niggas, we about to dissect and erect Michelle Knight. Now, I want to dedicate this reading to one of the greatest prophets we've had on planet Earth. A prophet that the godfather of soul and funk gave birth to. Better known to y'all as Dr. Funkenstein. From New Jersey, because we the realists. Ain't nobody fucking with us. George Clinton. Think that nigga from Long Branch. When I was coming up, you could get your ass kicked in Long Branch. And them niggas had the same last name as mine. I was just in the store yesterday. Lady ran up on me and said, you know so-and-so? He worked at the post office a long time ago. I was like, nah, I don't know him. She said, well, you missed a great person. I said to myself, no, he missed a great person. Then she said, I'm just joking. He missed a great person too. I said, yeah, I was about to say that, but since he's my elder, I didn't say it. Fuck you talking about. You don't get no greater than GAT, nigga. You gotta have all those letters to spell great, bitches. That's why I keep on doing me to spike the bullshit of you humans. But y'all always fucking with the Most High. And they always smacking the shit out you dirty ass motherfuckers. Facts, nigga. Now, as I get started, I was telling y'all, I've been telling y'all, like I said, I put that full moon reading out for June 2019. Put that out there. See if y'all niggas keep playing games, going to the wrong people, and the stupid shit y'all do. Y'all like the wander in the wilderness type niggas. I'm going to call y'all the 40 years and 40 days, 40 years niggas. Gotta do it your way, so you always in the wilderness, far away from the Most High, and then you make up that punk ass shit that has no weight, no volume, except for just low level, low vibrational, low frequency motherfuckers. That catchphrase shit. Love the Lord, but you don't obey him. And he said, how do you call me Lord, Lord, and don't do the things I say? You only had this covenant with me is if you obey me. That's love. John 15 verses 10 to 15. So these fake ass, plastic soft ass. But I'm done with my intro. Let's get into it. So anyway, I told y'all, and that's free. That's right there. Stupid asses. You can read it right there. I told y'all, stupid motherfuckers. Sagittarius and the law. Told y'all. Motherfuckers fucking ran. Thinking this is a game. Just like I'm the modern day Noah. Keep telling y'all motherfuckers the word of the Lord, and y'all keep on bullshitting like I'm bullshitting. Because y'all some low dirty ass frequency motherfuckers. Until that shit pop off. That's why I said this is going to happen soon. And when I say soon, I mean human definition soon. Not biblical soon. Coming quickly type. No, nigga. Soon, nigga. Like that bill, you about to lose that shit. But that nigga told you to get that money and you ain't got it. And you about to get hit up soon. You better call Tyrone, nigga. But you can't use my phone, you dusty ass niggas. Because when I tried to help you bitch ass niggas, all you did, like you did all everybody else, to try to help your dirty asses. But trade that motherfucker. Don't do shit for them. So now it's coming. Oh, look at this. Gary, are you ready for the change? It's 7:06 a.m. Now ain't that funny? Because it was 607 BCE that they put y'all niggas in captivity. Ho, 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 ho. It's funny how these messages come right at the right time. And that dude right there, I'm not saying I agree with him or support him, but he's been on point in a lot of pivotal times in my lifetime. Unbelievably on point. But he knows about God and planets too. Him and everybody he mentors, they associate God with certain planets and shit. That's that deep shit. Alright, give me a moment because that threw me off. I wasn't expecting somebody to say, Gary, are you ready? But that's that confirmation. And that name Ken is big. See, that Ken represents that Kenya. And Kenya represents East Africa. Like I said, we'll always have a connection to Africa, but until I see some slave ships, I'm not going to say that anybody pulled us over from Africa. Best I know, we came through just like Tribe of Judah, Shekmek said. We came from India, ancient India, into Africa. In Africa, North Africa was the kings. East Africa was the priest. And especially from East Africa, maybe other locations, I don't know all that. But East Africa definitely came into this country, and we was running it. And then we got overthrown. But ain't nobody ship us. Ain't nobody ship us here, no slave ship. They should be able to show you all that shit. Not only should they be able to show you the ships, they should be able to show you the chains, the cuffs they put around the ankles and hands, and even the houses. I mean, not necessarily houses, because the houses you could have built that in the house, but you definitely show the ships. So until you see it, because anybody can draw a picture, my nigga. So until you see them ships, and then nobody asking this devil why show the ships. That's like somebody claiming to be your daddy, but they don't show no type of proof. They just give you his story. His story. But when you a coon ass, you believe it anyway. So now you're going 3 pictures. You got 3 pictures on this piece. Gary, are you ready for the change? And that's more confirmation. Because the thing above it, the email above it is from Jerusalem. And the email below it is from New Jersey. Because we're going to be talking about New Jersey. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all niggas. I got up. There's a lot of shit I got to say up in here. See, people, if you ain't talking directly about something that affects them, they don't want to listen. But everything going to affect your ass, stupid. When God sends somebody to speak to your ass, anything that nigga's saying, you can't tell a motherfucker how to speak. However he's speaking is a resonation of how you are. If the motherfucker come out and say God's about to destroy, y'all looking at that. Oh no, yeah, don't say that. I want to hear it. Oh, fuck that nigga. I'm not. No, just don't listen. Run. So that motherfucker start getting loud. That nigga start calling you out, and that's why they killed Jesus Christ. Because Matthew 23, that's when he went into Jerusalem. He got loud, talking crazy. So I've been getting a lot of info on Jerusalem. Like I said, it's gonna happen soon, nigga. Soon, nigga. But it's still gonna affect y'all. Because I tell God every day. People that serve you like Paul, Joseph, Maul, Moses, Jesus, they get it every day. Every day they get it. Get some of these motherfuckers. because they're not gonna listen to you till you put your foot up their ass. You always smacking around. When I say the eldest sons, that's the ones he's calling. They don't have to be eldest in age, but they're eldest in the ones they calling, and they most ancient because they connected to the ancient of day. Now they go through hell all the time. Just like when you be calling out your managers all the fucking time, and your manager be trying to tell you these people they don't give a fuck. These some dirty ass motherfuckers. This is purely garbage. And let me say, who I'm talking to is the niggas that ain't never did shit. Either way you look at it. Don't listen, don't give, don't do shit. These are dirty ass motherfuckers. They really should be burning up. Like if you really studied your Bible, you would see Moses having these type of conversations with God. This shit went back and forth. Because as angry as God got with those people, he was still expecting Moses to work some type of miracle with them people. And that's why Moses didn't get in the promised land. Because he got too caught up with them dirty ass people. So that's how I learned. I learned from all these motherfuckers. I know when to say no. Nope. Ain't doing it. Fuck them niggas. I'll get the message. That's it. I'm not associating with these dirty ass ungodly people. Fuck them. And it's a choice they made. So don't make it seem like I don't think shit about myself. I'm still cleaning bathrooms. I was in the bathroom yesterday clean up in there. Ain't nobody telling me to go in there. I'm a humble motherfucker, but I don't fuck with fake ass niggas. Never did. I'd rather be dead. That's why I don't fuck with my man Chucky. Nigga sold me out. It ain't no what's up, nigga. It can never be no what's up with your fake ass. And it ain't got nothing to do with what'd you say, forgiveness? It ain't even on my level to forgive. You understand? I don't even see these niggas. These niggas sissy boys to me. You wouldn't be shit without me, nigga. I remember you almost getting fucked up your ass. Who fought for you? Who made you who you are? And you gonna sell me out? How could that ever be cool between me and you? Not in this life, little nigga. All this shit is about loyalty and respect, nigga. Real shit. And that's why guys like me get called. Because we got integrity. That's why he called out Satan on Job. Because Job had integrity. Couldn't break Job's integrity. That was a real ass nigga. So now let me give you the confirmation. It was a big day yesterday. A lot of shit went down. Oh yeah, I dedicated it to George Clinton, but I want to dedicate this to someone else. Now, yesterday, like I said, it was a lot of shit going down, and females played a major part in all the shit that went down. But what made my day, and I probably won't even be able to find you a picture worthy enough, but it was this female in the store, like I said, but this was all day. This was almost at the end of the day. I had a little bit more time to go before I was going to be going home. It was almost at the end of the day. So I had females coming and going all day. All kind of shit was happening. And it was just one black female in there, and she had her hair braided, but it was braided. It was designed. It wasn't just braided. It was designed. That shit was beautiful, and I was just staring, and I didn't even give a fuck. Normally, when I be trying to stare at a female, I be trying to act like I ain't looking and shit, but she be knowing anyway, because you can't get past nothing on no female. You can't get past nothing on no female. But she is beautiful, even though, because I'm looking at pictures of females with braids now. Some of them look real good and shit. But it just was beautiful. Because you understand why the braids started anyway. The braids started to honor. See, we like all this shit go back to what we were, ancient. And back then everything was about being honored with the Ankh and being honored with the serpent. So them braids, that's really what that represent. So the picture I think I'm gonna use, it was way better than that. I mean, it was just way better. Like their hair looked like, it's what people do with your hair when your hair look alive and shit. Like it got that unbelievably like light off of it, like the glow, whatever they use to put in their hair to make it shine like that. But her shit was unbelievable, and I just kept looking at her, and she knew I was looking. I didn't even care. But that shit was she was just unbelievably fine and shit. I just kept looking at her shit, and she knew I was looking, but she kept talking. So she was in the store for a minute. Then as she was leaving, I just happened to be standing close. I was getting ready to go in the back, and I just waited. I act like I was doing something, and she came on by. I was like, Miss, I like your hair. So I said, Miss, your hair look nice, like that. And then she just looked, and she didn't know what I said first. Then when she heard what I said, a big ass smile came on her face, and that was so beautiful to see this beautiful black woman with that big smile and shit. She is real happy that I said that. So I dedicate this to her as well. The better times when we can get past this bullshit the white supremacy did to us. Another person I'm gonna dedicate this video to. When I was dating that Kenyan, the Kenyan was always talking shit. The Kenyan was a lot like Chucky, a loyal, unappreciative bitch ass nigga. But the difference between the Kenyan and Chucky was this: well, I was fucking a Kenyan. Ha ha ha! Cause no homo over here, nigga. Ha ha ha! And that Kenyan pussy was good. Hey, we gonna be talking about the funk, nigga. So I can't. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can find that picture. But with all her fucked up ways, that was my nigga though. Cause me and her traveled together. We did all kind of shit there. And she did a lot of good shit too. One thing I learned from her is slow the fuck down. Cause me, like back then I was like on top of shit. So I'm gonna show you this picture. She's very beautiful. The woman I'm gonna show y'all is very beautiful, but the one I seen, I'm gonna just say it like this: the one I seen, the hair was way better. So because the hair was way better, she was the best one I could find. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's how good it was. Whoever designed that woman's hair was in there. Like whoever she got, that motherfucker deserved to get paid. Whoever did this black woman's hair I seen yesterday, this melanated sister, whoever did her hair deserves to be paid, cause that motherfucker was shit. Like me, I'm a top notch nigga. Like I don't give a fuck. I'm not with no fuck boy shit. I'm not with no low vibrational punk ass shit. I'm not with none of that shit. It ain't no sellout over here. It ain't no bullshit. All this punk that your planet is made up of. I'm not with that shit. Didn't come here for this shit. And I tell you, I came to give a message and keep that integrity. Did not come here for this fuckboy shit. This fuckery that's on this planet. It's a shame what y'all let them devils do to y'all. Y'all used to be the gods, the goddesses, the empresses. Y'all ran this motherfucker. Now, oh my goodness. So no matter how beautiful her hair look, that other female's hair look way better. Way better. No disrespect to the female. Now, as far as the beauty of the female, they was both fine. But I'm talking about the hair right now. And I'm trying to tell you all these is messages. That's why I said if you niggas learned how to take notes and look, open up your third eye, you get this shit. And I'm not talking about doing nothing stupid. I seen somebody on YouTube try to open up that third eye and got fucked up. I'm not talking about open up your third eye like that. Your third eye is already operational, nigga. You ain't got to do nothing stupid. Even I give Young Pharaoh that. Even Young Pharaoh said, everybody here trying to open up their chakra. He said, all you got to do is do it. So if you got a problem with your throat chakra, just start talking. The power's in you. I agree with that nigga 100% on that one. Niggas always got to make shit complicated. This shit, like Messiah said, y'all strain the gnat, but golf down the damn camel. Now shit y'all should be doing that's important or whatever, y'all block that. Y'all block that, but dumbass shit you shouldn't have nothing to do with. Oh, y'all open that up. Y'all open that up like a hole that just got fucked by 40 niggas. Nice and wide, nigga. Your mouth is open. Your mind is open nice and wide and nigga shit. Nigga frequency. And scared when somebody tell you the truth. Or mad. But the Lord has said, like the 13th son used to say, I'm going to give it to you raw. Because you going to get fucked one way or another, nigga. You in prison now, bitch. Either you going to obey the Lord and you going to, or you going to get it. And the Lord will rough you up too, throw you in the deep. Be whipping your ass just like he did Job. That's how you know you righteous, when don't nothing go right in your life, kid. Because God keep that light on your ass. But who's the light? Is it the Christ or is it the Satan? Because he's also the angel of light. He also comes down like lightning. So what you talking about? What you saying, nigga? I'm on some EPMD, nigga. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. You better tighten up. Get ready to fight. Bitch ass niggas. Dedicated to my many years of faithful service out here on YT through all this bullshit. But there's a certain frequency I'm on right now. Certain people I can't honor because they did get back and they was hooking. Those I got a different video for at a different time. This video is the vibration of the fire. It's time for the fire. Time for the purge. Thank you, Jesus. All right. So I still ain't gay. So I'm trying to tell you why I'm out here, nigga. Because I was trying to do something else, but then God hit me with them emails, and here I am. Changed my whole fucking day. So I told you Sagittarius and Law. Now, somehow yesterday, you got to understand, yesterday I shouldn't have really even been on the cash register that long. Because they had plenty of people that be on the cash register. And that's another message. So I got all these messages from females yesterday. But they hired another female. She's non-melanated. But ironically, she has the same name as the female who used to work there. Now, the female who used to work there, I never fuck with her because she had her shit together. But she was one of them light-skinned chicks. Like, she was one of them light-skinned chicks, but she was about that. Like, some motherfuckers be boss, and you don't even fuck with them. Because you know they boss and shit. And I'm older than them. So I ain't even trying. Because, to these motherfuckers, you look like an out-of-place nigga. Like, out-of-place old nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I just left her alone. And me and her talked a couple of times, but, but I knew she was boss. And then what's funny when she told me, though, she told me one of her goals in life was like be a preacher and shit, like a be there, like be a female, pastor or whatever term she was using. I said, oh shit, and I didn't call it because I knew she was real free spirited. But see, that's Sagittarian, real free spirit. But she was beautiful, like she was unbelievably beautiful and shit. And she was real good with people. And God is in her name. Me is in her name, and I is in her name. Just the way it's spelled. Gotta really know about that name etymology. So when she left, I didn't know she was. I just came in, and she was gone, and I never thought I'd see her again. But like I said, y'all, that's why I be trying to tell y'all. Some of the females in there I really don't talk to. Like this female that was trying to have issues with me the last Saturday that I worked. I don't really talk to her. That's why that shit was crazy for her to even think that. But I knew it was coming because I had known through these readings. That's why these readings are extremely important. Like I said, anything you see in life you could benefit from if you ain't selfish. But the majority of motherfuckers is selfish, and that's why their vibrations stay low, and that's why their frequencies stay low. And that's why God got to discipline them sooner or later. However it comes. That's why, and they the same type of people that go, why me, Lord? Why me, Lord? Like when one of your kids die. Why me, Lord? Why me, Lord? Or one of your kids can't get it together. Why me, Lord? Why me? That's exactly why. What did you do for anybody else other than yourself? And I ain't talking about relatives and people that can pay you back. You ain't do shit. Or you take ministries like this for a joke. Like you think I'm joking. You think God ain't about to burn this motherfucker up. Better go listen to Ayatollah Iman since you ain't listening to me. Stop listening to them Freemason motherfuckers. Them fuck boys. They mix a little bit of truth with a lot of homo shit. And I mean that literally. So somehow I get put on cat. I guess that girl went on break. Yeah, so anyway, let me just finish about the other one. So she came in the store one day and she was in there and I was looking right at her, but I didn't know that was her. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, females change their head. And plus, you be trying not to stare right at them, but I knew she was fine. I was like, damn, that chick is fine and shit. So then she stopped me, and I just looked at her. And then I realized it was her. I was like, oh, what's up and shit. And then like, we was talking for a minute. But she was cool. Like, she was talking to me like off and on the whole time she was in the store and shit. I felt good. Because it was like I had a release. That was like my in a good release. I ain't talking about no sexual shit. I never felt like I had too much respect for her to even think like that. Like, she was top. Like, she is a top notch. She is a top notch female. Now, that's the type of female you chase. That's the type of female if you go through some shit. You go through some shit with somebody like her. Because at some point, she going to get her shit together. Otherwise, somebody's going to fuck your shit up your whole fucking life. Your whole life will be fucked up fucking around with the wrong type of person. Take it from an old dude that learned all that shit. That's the type. If you're going to chase a female, she's the type you chase. And some niggas say, I would never chase no female. And that's cool too. But I'm talking about stability. I'm talking about when you finally grow up and get past all the stupid ass games and shit. When you really want to be with somebody, settle down, it would be her. So there's always a message. There was a lot of messages that came through females. Just that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So now this shit came in with the same name. So I know that was some type of confirmation. And I guess she went on break, so they told me you gonna get on cash register. So then somebody came in with law on their account name, and it says Sapphire or some shit. But now you got to think about divine timing, because that happened right at that time. You understand? So now you got Sapphire. Remember, Sagittarius, Sapphire. It's all fire. I told you better know your etymology, and it's all law. So now the Lord want me to talk to you all about law a little bit. Here's how law works. The biblical Hebrews went into hell on earth because they promised God and Moses that they would obey the laws of God, but they didn't do it. So failure to obey the laws of God, laws of Moses, meant you would have to be burning in hell. That was the covenant they made with God. It's in the scriptures. I've already proven that. And that's why God always came with fire. And that's why all his priests always came with fire. Because that fire didn't just represent a sacrifice. It represented that's where you're going to be burning. If you don't obey. A lot of y'all don't know that they even teach you that Jesus Christ went into hell. On the cross. When he died or whatever. Because you got to remember, their time ain't our time. Their time is eternity. Our time, we in a make-believe matrix. So we really believe in time right now. But when you go on their side, you don't think like that. Everything is consistent. Everything is omnipresent. Everything is concurrent. And that's fascinating in itself. That even right now, like you see me dealing with the archangels, I could call any one of them. You used to see Bobby Hemmett calling the ancestors. Because even like Doreen Virtue taught you. And Bobby Hemmett used to talk about Doreen Virtue. Everything is omnipresent. And when you want somebody, just like you on your computer, if you in a chat room or something, Jesse just came on. What's up, Jesse? Hey, what's up? That shit, they do that shit all the time. Nothing. You want to talk to so and so, like boom. And when you tap back into the universe, you can do the same thing. That's why I said it's pathetic to stay low, stay low, stay low. And if you ain't careful, you gonna go low, go low, go low. And when you finally get the low, you're gonna be going, no, 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 no. Oh God, no. And see, my mentality always been G. I'm gonna be like, the nigga got what they deserve. Niggas like me put that work in. We sacrificed everything for these bitch ass niggas. Job got fucked up trying to fuck with niggas like y'all. That's why Job got his ass beat by God. Moses didn't make it into the new world. the promised land, fucking with niggas like y'all. Facts. So now we talking about law. Now I hope y'all can read this. Freedom is coming. Full moon in Sagittarius. This is June 17th, 2019. Now what y'all know about June 17th? Now y'all think he don't even got that stupid motherfucker don't even got the, I know it's June 19th, you dirty ass motherfucker. I'm just making a point. What do y'all know about June 19th, nigga? Do any of y'all black motherfuckers? Now I gotta say black this time because that was something for y'all. So I'm not talking to everybody right now. Because amazingly, this is going to happen right around that time of June 19th. Woo! I got to get a symbol up here. I'm going to be like, two guys walk in a bar. Oh! Maybe I can be the new Johnny Carson. Gaddy Carson, nigga. What? Gaddy Carson. Yo, let me tell you how good the Lord is. Back in 2000, over 19 years ago, I went to a job fair, walking around, and I used to always see this chick named Temple. I grew up with Temple. Now this is crazy. One day, me and my mom, my family, this is when I was a little kid. We was on the way to Englishtown, New Jersey. It's the Englishtown auction. So we was going through Freehold, New Jersey. We was going through, but it'd be early in the morning, because you got to get there real early, get a good parking space, and be out there all day shopping and shit. So it was early in the morning, and we was deep in Freehold, New Jersey, and I was in one car. And then on the other side of the street was another car, and I looked into the car, and it was Temple. And she just looked at me, and we waved at each other. That's some crazy shit. But she always used to pop up. I'm surprised I ain't see her in the store yet. I know I'm going to see her. Always see Temple, wherever I'm at. But that's that soulmate shit. And then Temple had a female named, when we was little, she had a friend named Sharon. And Sharon liked me, but I ain't like Sharon. But then when I got older, I was trying to holler at Sharon. She like, nah. She wouldn't talk to me and shit. I like, don't you remember? You used to love me. No, I didn't, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? I love your ugly ass. You used to love me. I made a mistake, Sharon. Can we go out? I'll buy you some oatmeal. We can listen to a pop tune, baby. For you LL Cool J fans. Listen to a pop tune, baby. Doom, 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 doom. That's a classic. If you've never heard that song, you want to hear a classic song, very poetic. Oh yeah, talking about poetic. Kelly Fox said this is the time for poets and mystics. I said great, because I woke up rhyming and shit, and I ain't been freestyling in a long ass time. It's in the universe, my niggas. But we're gonna go over. That's why I said you're gonna have to listen. So this reading you're about to hear is for all y'all niggas. I don't care if you're a Leo. I don't care if you're a Sagittarius. I don't care if you're Aquarius or Aries or Virgo. Scorpios too. All 12 signs. This is for you. Ooh. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So now the lady's standing there, and she's a woman of color, and she's not from. You can hear her accent. So now she's showing me Sapphire Law. And what y'all gotta understand is, normally I shouldn't have seen her account. Like if things went down the right way, now, this is what I want y'all to really listen to. Make sure you're hearing what I'm saying. I'm about to tell y'all some shit. See, some of y'all gonna be burning in hell, and y'all think I'm joking. Now I want to tell you what went down. First off, I shouldn't have seen her account information, because really, when you give the guy the card or whatever you do, it should just register. Okay, like anybody else. Now, because she had two accounts, is what I want y'all to hear. Like right now, y'all seeing 808. See, that's two things. You gotta remember. It's like yin and yang, male and female. So she had two accounts. So I was going, which one? And I don't like to pick it. You know what I'm saying? Because Like if I just said pick this, somebody said, well, how about I don't want to use that one, because some people just wild out on you. You know, some people looking for an argument. I don't want you to use the other one. But if you had picked the other one, they would have said, hey, wait, use the one on top. So I don't pick them. So I be going back and forth with the customer. I say, which one? She like, yeah. Which one? Yeah. Which one? Yeah. So finally, she wasn't picking. So I was getting ready to go for the one on top, but then she said the one on bottom. But I'm trying to tell you, most people say pick the first one usually. But why the one on bottom? Because I'm trying to tell y'all it's getting close. I already told y'all Saturn. I already told you Karma, Saturn. Right now, Saturn is conjunct Pluto in space. And remember, all the astrologers say Pluto is the planet of the black people. Pluto is also the ruler of hell or Hades. And the bottomless pit is also Pluto or Scorpio, whatever, the eighth house of the zodiac. But that's ruled by Scorpio, ruled by Pluto. So top, bottom. One represents them going down, and that will be eternal damnation and suffering in hell. And the one on top represents those that are going into the new world, new heavens, new earth. That happen as soon as this planet is put on fire. So let's get into it. Freedom is coming, but for who? She says a full moon in Sagittarius. Remember, the full moon in Sagittarius is June 17th. I already talk about it on both these channels in that ad. So if you want to know more, you can check it out. I was telling you all about law. Law. Oh, anyway, I went on the job fair and Temple was there. That was weird. But remember, what do Temple mean? Temple means God's house. These biblical Hebrews. So I went up to a table, because back then I was just sending out my resume like crazy. And they were sending, this is 2000. All these companies were sending me back, stop sending us your resume. You sent us your resume. And I kept doing it anyway. Because it was just like that movie where they wouldn't hire that black man. And he kept coming in. They said, yo, why you keep coming in? So they hired security. So he kept coming in there. So they hired security to scare him away. He still kept coming in. So them security guys walked up to him and said, yo, why do you keep coming in? He said, I just want to work. I just want a job. Because, I see the same thing. I still see it. Even where I work at, I still see it. They don't want to give him a chance because he's a black guy. But common sense will tell you he really want to work. And common sense will tell you that you can say, well, look at him. He looks dirty. Of course he look dirty because y'all racist motherfuckers won't give him a job. That's why he's dirty. So the two security guards are like, yo, why you keep coming in here? He said, because I want to work. And they said, well, look, it's a hiring process. He said, but they won't talk to me. They said, well, did you put an application? He's like, nah, they won't talk to me. Every time I come in, they just ignore me. Or they asked me to leave. He said, he said they never took an application from me or nothing. So then them security guards went back and said to the people, listen, he just wants to work. He's not a threat. That's why he's coming here every day. He really wants to work. When you want somebody to work for you that really wants to work. So he finally gave this black nigga a job and he started working and shit. So you don't give up. Real niggas don't give up. I've done that my whole fucking life. It's not about kissing the devil's ass. I don't give a fuck about the devil. You gotta work. Unless you can come up with something to get income, but you gotta work. And hopefully you don't work stupid. Because what good is it if you can brag about all the hundreds of thousands or whatever dollars you got in the cars and all that, but you ain't allowed to show it. Around here, C Mac was making money. He wasn't making money like that. But I think that nigga told me, I don't know, like right before he died, he became an addict. Once he became an addict, he was just talking about everything. But he told me a lot of shit he never would have told me before, though. But he told me he said he made like 80,000. But he might have made more than that because this nigga was hustling like every day. Well, he's dead. Just like all these other niggas is dead or in jail. And I mean, that's a sucker move. Like you got a code, right? But what good is it? You got a code you're supposed to follow. But then you get locked up. And so anybody that know where your shit is, they going for it. Because you can't do shit about it. You ain't got no money. You might got a little bit of money on commissary. What you gonna do? You in jail. So you can't get nobody. And if you ain't got no money to hit that nigga, what you gonna do? So I'm saying it's just stupid at the end of the day. Because that's a whole lot of work with no return if you get caught. And the chances of you getting caught are high. Way higher than you not getting caught. So I know still people doing it and living it. But there's also a whole lot of people in jail and dead because of it. So right now with that June 17th Sagittarius moon, there's going to be a call to freedom. So she said, have you had strange coincidences and psychic feelings? Yes, I have. And I also had one dream where the UFOs appeared in front of me, above me. I was like laid out on the I was like laid out, I guess, in the grass or something. Well, anyway, I was looking up. But anyway, I was looking up in the sky, and the UFOs appeared, and then they turned into a point. Like when you see that long line with the arrow, and remember that's Sagittarius too. I didn't even think about that till now. But it turned into a long line. It turned into like a line with the arrow, and it pointed to the moon. And now I know what that means. I didn't know what that means till now. So she said, if you're getting these type of psychic feelings, listen to them. So what I'm telling y'all is this: law is law. When you're in violation of the law, you gotta pay, one way or another. When the law is in your favor, you should benefit. And she said it too. She said whatever is happening has a karmic flavor. Just like I told y'all. You may bump into someone who has had a big impact on you, or vice versa, or you're resolving feelings from the past. And she said recently the moon was in Scorpio, so you were thinking a lot about the forgotten past. So she says the moon in Scorpio is saying, I'm spiritual, but don't fuck with me. The moon in Scorpio brings out your sensitivity. Now remember what I said about the black people in Scorpio. I hope you took notes. You dumbass niggas. Our inner dark sorceress and vengeful warrior goddess. Be nice or I'll sting your ass vibe. Now that's what she said. I didn't say that. This is Michelle Knight. So I be trying to tell y'all, and I see it too often. So I know this to be a fact. Because a lot of times you work with a lot of people and they never really tell you their real feelings. And maybe it's good that they don't. Because if they did, it'd be a whole lot of babies and shit. But it's too many times I worked around females and then later on some weird shit happens with that person's name or somebody to look like them or shit like that. So that's why I say we just live in a crazy world, because you have females that tend to play hard to get. And that's how shit get complicated. Because a female will do shit, but then she'll be like, what are you talking about? What? No, I'm not interested. So these are all facts of the universe. But that's why I said, when Bruce Lee gave you all the movie Enter the Dragon, see, a movie like that was teaching you. Like, I think even Game of Death with him and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, that was teaching you too. But in Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee was fighting this dude that was whipping his ass. But the dude wasn't whipping his ass because he was a better fighter than Bruce Lee. The dude was whipping ass because he knew how to use smoke screen and mirrors. You understand? So this is what I be trying to teach. And I already realized that niggas gonna stay niggas, and I don't give a fuck. That's why some of the shit I used to teach, I don't teach no more. I just do me, stay where I'm at, don't worry about shit. I just protect my shit. Cause a nigga come around me, you gonna lose your fucking life. I don't play. Like I said, I'm the type of nigga, I build up an empire for everybody to eat, but niggas is stupid. They just gonna go, what about him? Oh, Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather, oh, he got all that money. Fuck you, nigga, why don't you go do what he did? You can get the same money Floyd got if you do what he got off his ass. I'm not a big fan, but I hate bitch ass niggas. Floyd got off his ass and got money. Alright? Floyd know how to fight with his hands. Y'all can say what the fuck y'all want about Floyd, but Floyd, unlike a lot of these niggas, is a man. Bottom line. And that's why him and 50 got beat, because 50 like all that talking shit, starting shit. And I'm not saying 50 right or Floyd is right. I'm not taking no side, but 50 got a history of talking, and niggas that know 50 know 50. 50 that nigga gonna fuck with. He gonna pick up that other nigga. Yeah, you gonna throw him in the bushes and shit. I grew up with niggas like 50. Nigga gonna keep it going. That's why I know when 50 was around Proof, them niggas was fucking each other up. Cause them is two niggas that be starting shit. But Proof was the master of that shit. If Proof could start that shit, he was gonna start it. I grew up on niggas like that. Like, why you always fucking around, nigga? Fuck you, nigga. I'm gonna get you back, nigga. So that's why I said, you could try to come up with shit on a nigga. And I wasn't there. I don't know, he said, she said shit. But I know Floyd was knocking niggas out. One of the greatest boxers of all time. Still undefeated. That nigga, whatever he got, he deserved it. Because if a white man was doing that, the same shit, that white man would be one of the richest men on the planet. But when it's a black man, he got to go through all that bullshit to get that money. And then once he get it, they try to take it back from him like they did Mike Tyson. Nigga, you can't tell me I'm on the same planet you are. I'm a historian, nigga. So leave that nigga alone. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't even fuck what that nigga do with his money. Fuck that. Fuck all that. That's his money. The fuck you worry about another man? That's some gay shit. Get off your lazy ass and find a way. If your way is knocking on somebody's door saying, yo, can I go up in here? I can clean up. And I used to be with dudes that did that when I was little. Because there ain't no black people that had no money. So they would knock on people's door way back in the day, 1960s and shit. And my uncle was still doing it long after that. Knock on doors, what could, anything you need, blah, blah, blah. No disrespect, but that nigga he used to cash in on them bottles and recycles and shit. Then he built up money for that. He got a truck, the old ass truck, but he was using that to move people and shit. He helped me move one time. And he's like, how much? I think he only asked me for $75. I said $75. I said, man, I get that nigga like $200 something. I said, man, people forget like $200 to move somebody. I'm not no cheap nigga. Like I said, another time, nigga, Terrence. I call this nigga Terrence. I'm trying to help this nigga. Because every time we was with C-Mac, Terrence ain't never have no money. So, C-Mac would embarrass him. And they were supposed to be best friends. That's why a lot of shit C-Mac that I ain't like, but I used to tell that nigga to his face. That's some bitch shit. But Terrence, they grew up there. That's like his best friend. So Terrence ain't never had no money and shit. So Terrence had this camera, and I used to be on TV. So I was like, fuck it. He's a gag. I give you this camera for $25. I said, fuck it. I get a nigga like $225. So So instead of that nigga going, damn, Gad looked out for me. That's a good brother. This nigga went and told everybody, Gad pussy. This nigga just paid me $225 for a $25 camera and shit. I said, man, fuck this nigga. You know what I'm saying? This stupid ass nigga. But let me tell you how it worked though, since we talking about karma. So I keep telling you, where I live at used to be racist as fuck. It was certain bars they didn't want us to come in and all that. But when that drug game opened up, them people begged us to come up in there. Because that was their connect. Now, these are niggas I know. I never had to sell all my money I ever had. Blessings of God. And I got a brain. I know how to work. But these are the same niggas I grew up with. Same niggas in my same area. And they always respected me because I knew the codes. So I go back to the 60s and shit. So I knew all the codes. So they respect me because they see some real shit. And they see shit through me that you don't get to see too much. So that was the connection. So anyway, we was in this bar. So the bar we was in was highly racial and shit. But we was all up in there. And there was some dudes in there. And they was, I'm not going to tell you which one. Because there's a lot of racist, whatever you call it, groups. A lot of racist groups. And they was one of them. So they was two white dudes in there. So we was in there, they was in there and shit. And this is like, I was drinking, but my money was running low. And I like, man, I don't want to go home. I want to drink some more and shit. This is a long time ago. So then that nigga came through T. And now that nigga probably started putting some work or something, because now he had money. So when that nigga came in, he started just buying drinks to anybody that was in that little spot we was sitting in. And he hooked me up too. So what I'm trying to tell you, even though he did that slick shit, he still came back later. That's why sometimes you got to be careful. Even Tupac had to learn that. Because Tupac said the same thing I had to learn. Because one time I went through the same thing Tupac did. Where Tupac said he was in a situation where he said normally if you anywhere else and somebody do something like that, you address it immediately. He said, but in here, you can't do that. Because you don't know who you fucking with. He said, if anybody do anything, you got to find out. But what I found out, sometimes just by being patient, they might have slighted you today, but they bless you on another day. That's another reason why they just slow it down. Because I was like what Tupac said. As soon as that shit happened, I was on a nigga's ass. So when T came in, he made sure I was able to drink because he was up in there. And then he looked at them two racists. They were just sitting there. And he was trying to buy them drinks and shit. And they wouldn't take the drinks and shit. And T said, man, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and drink. You don't owe me nothing. And I looked at them niggas. I said, it ain't prison. And they all looked at me and started laughing and shit. Because everybody know if you come back to your bed and there's some candy on your bed or some shit, nigga, you better not eat that candy, nigga. Ah! So everybody was laughing and shit. So in other words, karmic will come around, go around, and see Gat gonna do what Gat do because I'm a man. I don't give a fuck. And I know God is with me and I'm with God. And God done put me through the deep. I've been in the deep long time. You ain't scared no more. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. So you're going to be who you are and do what you want to do. You know this planet is pussy. You know most of these motherfuckers going to lie. You know this planet is not designed for a righteous man. So you know you're going to have some issues along the way. But you can't be no bitch about it. Oh, so even Michelle Knight is talking about self-protection. Self-protect. She said self-protection is really like a Scorpio vibe or a Scorpio vibration. She said sometimes you have to put your defenses up and say no more. And she says even if you have to retaliate, you got to do what you got to do. Now listen, I've never heard Michelle Knight talk like this. But I've been talking like that my whole life. Especially since I got the real knowledge. See, I'm not on that fake fuckboy shit. Phony ass motherfucking faggot ass shit. And when I say fat, I'm not saying sexual. I'm barely talking about cowards, because that's what we called cowards back in the day. Now I know y'all might use it differently, but that's the world we live in now. Everybody's trying to control everybody. So the moon in Scorpio makes you ponder life, death, rebirth, powerful cycles of life, sexuality, obsession, intensity, and a whole lot of other stuff in the 8th house of the zodiac. Look it up on a search engine. But she says make sure you don't regret your, don't attack yourself with too much. People really get hard on themselves. So she said reclaim your power, and it's funny because that card kept coming up. Raziel card, take back your power, kept coming up with Ariel card. So you're also going to be forced to deal with your inner contradictions. If you have any part that doesn't go with your belief system, you have to deal with it. If you have a self-destructive or insecure part, it is what it is. It says Neptune and Mars have steered our desires, but Saturn is asking us to take responsibility for where we are. Take charge now and boot out of the pattern, thoughts, and addictions that are slowing our progress. When the full moon arrives on Monday, this coming Monday, we should feel a sense of liberation. All right. All right. So again, for people that are going through this, it's kind of like a time to break free of stuff, whatever that stuff might be. Like I said, as far as you really, if we really in 400 years, you ain't really in slavery anyway. You at the devil card. That means you still got chains on, but that's because you keep them on. That's why you talking about Floyd Mayweather. What the fuck that got to do? What do Floyd Mayweather got to do with you? What's stopping you from getting income? So all that woe is me nigga shit. Oh, it's somebody else's fault. You got to come out them chains. You got to come out to number 15 devil card, and that's ruled by Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And like I said, it's a big deception. That's why Job didn't go for it. Like the Christians, the early Christians used to say the devil is a liar. In other words, he's a master making you believe something that's not necessarily true. So you got to keep on. I just worked with somebody. It was a war veteran. He came in the store. He missing one arm, and then his other arm he ain't got no fingers. And I just watched this dude order something he needed. I was standing right next to him. And the funny thing is, he lives in the same township as me. He ordered with no arm, no hand. I watched this man use everything to type his order. He made an online order from our store because what he wanted wasn't in the store, and he did all that. So here's a man with no arm, no hand, whatever, still walking around, still going to stores and still doing business. See, well, how is that possible? Because, like I said, whatever you choose to believe is what you're going to receive. So now we just got finished telling you what the spirit of this week is up until that Sagittarius new moon, which is in a matter of days. And you heard Michelle Knight say you're going to be seeing strange coincidences. Like I saw a lot of strange coincidences with females constantly. And just for the record, Terry Nonstein had given a prophecy about the family name, family by marriage, and I just got some information that became amazingly true. Because she said all about the what the occasion would be like and all that. So all that came true. That's why I said when you're dealing with certain people, they're on a they're on a negative vibration. Just like when Joseph tried to tell his brothers and sisters about what God told him, they didn't want it because they were on a low frequency negative vibration, just like out here. Same thing. When Jesus tried to tell his family he was a Messiah, they didn't want it. They didn't believe it because they was on a low vibration. So you got to realize that's just the way it's going to be, and you got to learn how to just let go, let God and let go. And this is why Pontius Pilate washed his hands and said, the blood of the Messiah is going to be on your hands, because I can tell he's a righteous man. And all the people said, let his blood be on us and our children. Sometimes you got to just wash your hands and do what God said, and don't worry about the next person, because whatever's going to happen, what's going to happen. But those people going to have to go through some bumps because they're defiant. And it's not, and I'm not saying that to be in a bad way, but I just see life differently. See, most people don't want to struggle. So most people, if they can get the money now, get the recognition now, and do what they want to now, and that's all they want. See, they want to have heaven on earth. And God keep trying to tell them that your better place and your ultimate place is God, is spirit. So these people going to go the wrong way, and they're going to always try to find, and God, because they're going the wrong way, the devil can use every last one of them. That's why, see, I'm a real spiritual war vet. And I know anybody can turn on you. And that's why Jesus said to Peter, his number one disciple, get behind me, Satan. Because Peter and John was always arguing for the spot closest to Jesus. If you look at John chapter 21, you see Peter asking Jesus, why you always why don't you talk about John? What about John? What you going to do about him? And then Peter said, mind your business. Jesus said, mind your business, Peter. Do what I told you to do. Don't worry about him. And then when Mary Magdalene came and said, the Lord has risen. The Lord has risen. You saw Peter and John running to get to the sepulchre first, running to get to the grave where Jesus was first. Running, competing with each other. And then when they got to the door, John didn't have the heart because John was more sensitive. So he didn't want to look in there and see his Messiah dead. He was like Jesus' best friend on earth was John. But Peter was able to run in and look in because he's more ready for war. Peter's the one that grabbed that sword and cut that guy's ear off. So you got to stay in the realm you're in, especially if you older, or especially if you now got stuff wrong with your body parts and stuff. You got to be careful. Can't do the things. Or to keep it 100, in my younger days, even now, really, if somebody came out sideways, I was on their ass. I didn't give a fuck who you was. You disrespect me, homie, you gonna get a problem. That's all facts. So you can't be around certain people that just go out of their way to pick your buttons, especially if you down south. Because what it gonna look like you getting locked up down south? I'm not from down south. So you can't move certain ways. You can't move certain areas. But people made that happen because of the way they act. And now what happens, years go by and now people are having children and they all wonder, why don't he do this? Why don't he do that? But they don't know the history. Because like I said, I recently had to tell somebody, if you ever touch me again, I'll take your life. That was a recent statement I had to make to the same vibration, same frequency of niggas. I don't play. See, the difference between me and most of these motherfuckers is this. I don't play games when it comes to God. See, God shows you how to move. And God, under God's law, if somebody was out of order, they got stoned to death. It didn't matter what their gender was. But the devil is sneaky. The devil took out Samson with a woman. So Samson let his guard down and broke his covenant with God, telling people his secrets of his strength. And next thing you know, Samson's getting fucked up by the Philistines. And they blinded his ass. And they turned the most powerfulest man on the planet into a joke. Why? Again, because you let your guard down. This is spiritual warfare, motherfucker. Either you believe it or you don't believe it. Now, I know it's true. When I got neighbors that I never did nothing to, going out their way to try to get inside my head and mind fuck me and fuck with me and all that. And they've been doing that shit for years. I never did. Because some of y'all might say, you must have this. I didn't do shit to these niggas. Well, maybe when you was younger. Nope. Never been in their yard. Never did nothing to their property. These motherfuckers just demonized. And you could tell they got, because they going out of their way. Like I said, these people act like they perverts watching in a Playboy magazine, jerking off to a picture. They just be lusting, but how can we get back in? This nigga done shut us down, but how can we get back in? I tell you what, park the car. Take the car that we've been parking the car in the driveway for over 40-something years. Park it down there, buy it closer to his house. I'll never park over there. Why are you parking over here now? Just so when you open your door to get the newspaper or something, you gotta see these ugly motherfuckers. Or their car and all that. Just to fuck with you. So these people got evil spirits on them. That's why I told you their house is haunted. And unfortunately, the lady across the street that was taking her garbage and putting it in my cans and all that shit, she can't even walk no more. Not right now. Last time I seen her, she was in a cane. And now I ain't seen her in days. And people just come to her house to watch her now. And that happened like that. So I be trying to tell people God don't like ugly. And I done seen it too many times. That's why when I tell you I seen firstborns get it, that's because I seen firstborns get it. The parent might be the asshole, but God don't have to strike the parent. He strike the firstborn. Because that hurt the parent even more. This price is the pay. Like she just got finished telling you about karma. And that's what I'm telling you again. That's what this moon. But I've been telling you about Saturn. Been telling you about karma. Now, Michelle Knight just verified that. And so, like I said, it said things have to be the way they are, but it is. And I'm not saying wake up every day with a militant, fuck these nigga mentality, but you got to be smart. And right now, like I said, once the old age hit and the health, that became top priority. Because like I said, Saturday was a horrible day, and then I think it's done, and I get a phone call for some bullshit. 11:11, it's 11:11 a.m. I get a phone call by the same person been gunning for me for decades. To fuck my day up even worse. And at that time, my foot was swelled. It looked horrible. So you can't play with stuff like that. Plus, where I work at, I'm on my feet the whole time. And sometimes you climbing up ladders and shit. So you got to see where you're at. And you got to understand, because they're going to try to make it seem like, oh, so-and-so, we don't never see him. Oh, so-and-so, he wasn't there for me. Oh, so-and-so. But some of them newer people don't know the whole history. If so-and-so wasn't around, it's because y'all motherfuckers are some evil-ass motherfuckers. Y'all got the same spirit on you as them neighbors. Because y'all go out of your way to try to set me up. Seen it too many times. That's why the Bible gave you the example of Joseph. And then later on, you hear Jesus saying, now you gotta peep the science. Peep the science. The Bible gave you the example of Joseph. And then later on they give you Jesus, who says, I call you members of your enemies. This is spiritual warfare. Your enemies might be members of your household, your mother, your father. But Jesus' father's name was Joseph, his adopted father. Then both of those people connect you right back to Egypt. The name Joseph, Jesus, going back to Egypt as a baby. The Bible says God called his son out of Egypt. Then you got Joseph that had them dreams of Egypt. Then you got Jesus' father named Joseph that had dreams. And then you got Moses, who was a deliverer, just like Jesus. And he got called out of Egypt until he returned. So all these synchronicities and patterns are telling you something for a reason. And if you're really a person of God, you just put God first. And I'm sorry people are going to be disappointed, but most of these people that are disappointed are the same ones that was trying to kill you. These are the same ones that was trying to kill you, send you to an early grave, and then they be at your funeral acting like they care. Well, no, none of these motherfuckers care because their actions are showing. Right now I'm talking especially about my neighbors. But their actions don't show they really don't care. So that's called spiritual warfare. And if you don't know what it sound like, or know what to talk about, oh, he sound crazy, that's because you ain't in spiritual warfare. You probably on some fake ass shit. So you don't really have no test of faith or whatever you're doing. But ain't nobody really getting at you or trying to attack you because you ain't really serving the God of the Bible. You serving some fake ass pseudo shit that make you feel good about yourself, but you're not really doing what God say. All right. See, now this is crazy because this happens every now and then. There is a lot of stuff going on with Gemini, but I don't know why this opened up to Gemini. But I'm gonna read it because I've seen it happen before. Thomas More was when Thomas More was dating this Gemini, and she had like two personalities, and one of her personalities was a murderer, for real. She was trying to like threaten to kill him, and he had to call the cops. But the whole time he was dating that female, I was receiving horoscopes for Gemini. The moment she got arrested and got taken out that house, I stopped receiving them because I'm not my ascendant is a Gemini. So because it popped up and I really don't know why, I'm still gonna read it. Now now Terry Nasan, another great astrologer, is saying that the moon is in Scorpio. So she said a lot of people are saying I'm fine or it's nothing, but they're not fine and it is something. She said it could be about money, obsession, jealousy, learning that someone has taken something too far. So she said you might have to pry something out of someone to get to the root of what's going on. She said that both planet Jupiter and Saturn, and I think those are the two social planets. So there's going to be something important to learn. So she's telling Gemini to watch your finances. All right, this is the next one. It's funny, she said Leo would be asking, how will I get through the week? And I was kind of saying that. She said to use the abundant energy of the planets. And she said people will try to get you to lash out, and they have from my neighbors to family relatives. But she basically said that, like, ignore anything that you really don't have to respond to. She said this week, don't go to war with these people. Just work hard for yourself and be more patient. It's a second quarter moon. Yeah, so she said, listen to what she said. Second quarter moon in Virgo occurs in your second house of money, wealth, possessions, good deals, and getting something for nothing. Because that happened a lot. Like I'm trying to tell you, You know what? Now, ain't that shit crazy? Because my mother's a Virgo. And y'all hear me. Y'all never heard me say, now I've been at this job for over a year. Y'all never heard me say, man, that's the worst day. I had a horrible day. Because there have been challenging days, but I never came back and said it was a horrible day. But the day that it was Virgo, my mother's sign, and that's when I came home. And I'm like, man, that was the worst day I ever worked was that day. Why? Because all these people just kept trying to get something for nothing and just crazy shit. Driving you crazy with bullshit. I hate that shit. And then that phone ring. Now, keep in mind, my mom's had just left. I just put her on the train, everything. She wasn't out that door for 24 hours. She wasn't going for a full day, and now she's back on the phone with some bullshit that's gonna fuck me up. And like Virgo was also health, and my foot was fucked up. That was the worst I seen my foot since that whole shit happened. And this shit been going on now to me at least 6 or more months, because it was beginning to heal a little bit. But she's right there. But this been my whole life with some bullshit. So now you got it right here. Terry Nasan, the horoscope for Leo for June 10th. Because the second quarter moon in Virgo, and that's her sign Virgo. And went on to say to try to get something for nothing. And that's what it is. Like, oh, I need this. And then a little bit of money I had, and she said this week is going to start off with you wondering how you're going to make it through the week. That's how it was like Saturday. I said, I ain't going to ask nobody for nothing. I'm going to try to do this. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody going to call up to, and a little bit of money you got, I need you to pay to get something to deliver to me. So hold up. I ain't got, how am I going to, I'll mail it to you. Yeah, but you know what, you mail, anything going to happen with that. Plus it's going to get here late. So it's that type of day. And they still trying to push it. Because that's how she get. She's still trying to push it anyway. So that day definitely fucked me up. But that's okay. Because the shit I was trying to do, gonna have to change schedules. And plus, almost every day it rained. See, like, what y'all gotta understand, sometimes, I'm not trying to make myself out to look a certain way. Because I benefit from the whole situation, too. So I'm not trying to say, oh, somebody's so wicked and man, so horrible. All I'm saying is this motherfucker don't stop. That's all I'm saying. Fall the fuck back. Because you always in the mix with some bullshit. But it's that same energy I'm talking about. Same energy that my neighbors got. I don't know the motherfuckers like that. The way they act, you would think I did something to them. These motherfuckers go out their way to try to get inside your fucking. Like when I used to go outside just to take out the garbage, because where they live at, they don't have a lot of blinds. Like where they live at, they be sitting right in that room, no blind. So when they see you come out, first thing they do is like click the car so the car horn go like the car alarm, and they do it even if they standing next to it as soon as they see you. Now if that ain't demonic to get inside of your head. Now if you standing right next to your car and you see me, I'm way across in my yard. Just walked outside. Even if you walk outside, just look out the door. See like what the weather's like. They do that. Now I don't know these niggas. Like I know the way y'all say it must be some history with it. Ain't no fucking history with them niggas. I don't know them niggas like that. Yeah, I know them since I've been here. But I don't know them niggas like that. So them motherfuckers got evil spirits on them and shit. So these are motherfuckers that go out their way to try to prick some type of controversy or something. They try to get inside your head. Because once the devil gets inside your head, he's gonna take your body, he's gonna take your soul, he's gonna take everything. That's why when you got a strong mind and spirit, when you got a strong mind in the Messiah, but that's why you can't be in no fake ass churches and fake ass shit. Like a nigga like me, I don't give a fuck, cause niggas gonna talk shit anyway. They gonna try to flip it like I'm the bad guy, nigga. I'm not Bishop. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no pervert. But motherfuckers be fucked up. That's why I said I can't do this shit. All I can do is teach it and leave it. And if it's meant to grow, it'll grow. And if it don't grow, it ain't meant to grow. Whoever needed to hear it did. Otherwise, you're going to get back on this fuckboy planet with this fuckboy shit. And that's how you being to murder somebody and your ass going to be locked the fuck up. Like Moses. Moses had to flee because he got pissed off, took somebody's life, and then he had to haul ass out of Egypt to avoid getting arrested or put to death. So when he came back with the power of God. And they couldn't do shit with Moses. So that's why I be telling people walk in spirit. So whatever you do with the power of God, and I hate to say this, but people gonna die every day. But whoever going to a grave, they chose something. That's why I tell people, like Joshua said, choose God so that you have life. These motherfuckers got fake religion, fake this, fake that, and then they wonder why shit fucked up. So she said the same thing, Terry. She said the same thing. Michelle Knight said, don't beat yourself down with guilt. She said, but you will be mad about having to take care of everything for everyone else, and that's definitely true. So it says this is for Leo, but just keep it in mind. She says you're not going to be able to rest this week, and you have to keep an eye on anything that's valuable to you, from your finances to anything. And then he even said even keep an eye on your job. She's saying be ready for change because things are going to keep changing. And she said try not to even complain. And she said, but if you change plans and something like that, people are not going to be they may not be accommodating to you, even though you have to be to them. But then she says love and romance is sweeping you off your feet this week. Like I did have a lot of strange situations with females and shit. But I just looked at it as messages. Like even before I came out here, I knew it's something unique going on up above. The Jupiter is retrograde in Sagittarius and is closest to the Earth right now. And she said, just know that Jupiter isn't all about luck and high ideas. Jupiter can also be about nervousness and a tendency to go too far. So things that occurred in February may occur again. She said your social life opens up. You're ready to party. See, that's why I like Terry Nasan, because she explains a little bit more. And see how specific she was. She let you know it's going to be a Virgo coming your way with trying their best to exhaust you and coming with some unrealistic bullshit. And that's exactly what happened. Just like she even said my family name, but I told y'all. Many years ago, she said she identified a family member that would be taken away when his child got a certain age, and that's exactly what happened. As soon as that child, the same child they talking about now, with this big celebration, that's exactly what happened. And even Michelle Gabriel said the child's numerology, because that's the time the child got born. And they said about portals opening and stuff like that. So that's why I said this shit is going down. People can either keep up with the real universe and the correct interpretation of everything, or they can stay stupid. But either way, we all gonna read what we sow. So I'm gonna move on with the next read. I remember one time it was an event, and this was local, right up the street, and they was all here for it, and I wanted to go because it was right up the street. And every horoscope that day said don't go, and that was crazy to me because no horoscopes, they don't all agree. Anybody that do listen to me do these, you very rarely see where all the horoscopes agree. Now, but it was like, do not go, do not go. And like I woke up with a feeling like don't go. Like I felt horrible. It was like don't go, don't go. And then every horoscope said don't go. So whether it has something to do with them people or not, but I'm talking primarily about the adults of those people, but they have had a history of bullshit with them people. That's why I say people don't understand what I'm saying. When you really in spiritual warfare, it is what it is. See, Samson should have said, fuck these bitches, especially these bitches that ain't Hebrew. Because God told me you can't be marrying these foreign women. But Samson was on some thug shit. He like, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. I'm the strongest man on the planet. They can't fuck with me. I like to have sex. I'm fucking whoever I want. And there's something about these non-Hebrew women. But see, the Hebrew women probably had some order. So they acted a little bit differently because they had order. They had the law on their ass. Whereas the non-Hebrew women, they was more loose and shit like that. So that's what, and he was wild. So that's what turned his ass on. But you see, that's what took his ass out. See, the Bible, you can't fuck with it. Like, you can say whatever you want about me, but nigga, I'm on point. The Bible, you cannot mess with that book. All it do is give you example of right life and wrong life. And when you do this, what happens and shit. So that's why I said people don't really obey the Bible because they still get caught up in the same stupid shit that the Bible warned you from. It's like a nigga think, oh, I got this chick. Look, I believe in the Bible and I'm a godly man, but I need a woman to know how to get her freak on. So I want that type of woman. But it ain't just gonna stop with that. That's why I said Samson found out the hard way. He got some great sex, and the sex was so good that he gave up his secret. That God told him don't tell nobody. The moment Samson gave up his secret, of course the sex gonna be good because she manipulating your ass. So that's why I say people hear what they want to hear. But it's the same evil that was in Delilah that's in these bitches and my neighbors. Because they trying their best to find a way inside you and they can't. Because I done blocked them niggas up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So now you gotta park the vehicle. You ain't never parked the vehicle there. And over 40 tell me why you parking in here now. Because as soon as you open the door, I want you to that way, as soon as you see the truck, you pissed off, you mad, and that's just make it easier for the devil to wipe your ass out. That's why you just heard what Terry Nonson said. You gotta be like, fuck these niggas. And it said it gotta be that way. But that was some weird ass shit when it was like almost every horoscope I read was like, do not go. One time it was the holidays and I was thinking about trying to go down there. And the moment I said I was thinking about going down there, like I went down this, it's a long road that you got to take to get to where I worked at that time. And on that road, it was just all kind of crazy warnings on that road. And then it was this big ass moving truck. But that truck was right in front of the house where my car broke down. And I knew that was a big ass warning. Because the lady, and I don't blame her, I ain't mad at her. But like I'm the type of dude, like all my life I've been around people. Like this dude, like this white dude, like I don't even like talking about shit like this because they just racist. But so the white dude come in. And I don't even, do I want to go there? Nah. Fuck it. I don't even want to go there. But anyway, it was just racist. Racist shit. But I still got a job to do. So they want to act like they mean. He meant like he was trying to talk shit to me. So I don't give a fuck about them motherfuckers on real. So I be talking like this. I just take the shit and make it funny. Cause to me, nigga, you ain't gonna do shit. You come in here basing up like you ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. You'll get your motherfucking ass kicked, nigga. But the whole time I'm saying like real nice stuff. Just doing my job, sir. And I'm talking like that and shit. Like I wish a nigga would. But what I'm really saying is, why don't you go ahead and keep on talking that slick shit and see what happened to you? And I'm standing right next to that motherfucker, so you already know. Like you ain't gonna come up in here all disrespectful and shit, nigga. I'm sorry you got a problem with race, motherfucker. My job is to come through what I'm doing. Like when that other motherfucker told me, get off, look like you don't know what you're doing. Get off that thing and put the other person back on that was on here. Who the fuck? You not my boss, bitch. Who the fuck you think you talking to? That man knew I was about to jump over that counter and beat his ass. And then he all apologetic and shit. Oh, that's not what I meant. It just seemed to me like I don't want to give a fuck what it seemed like. It's obviously you a loser. You another one of these motherfuckers that come in here and hold a whole store up on this stupid ass shit. And everything he's saying crazy. Okay, for this order I want you to use this, that, but for that order don't you use that, this is what I want, that. Why don't you do all that shit at home, homie? Instead of coming up here and holding everybody up. And then you gonna come here and talk. But that's that system of expectation. That's why I tell motherfuckers quick. Hell no. And then that's why I was in the store last night. The other store I was in was a big ass sign that said, okay, this is our coupon policy. Why do they do that? Because you're going to have these people you just read Terry Nonson say. These are motherfuckers think they can get everything for nothing. Oh, listen. I was in this car lot, and they had a section for old Volkswagens. 1966 Volkswagens for $300. But somebody had parked a Lamborghini in that space. So I tried to get the manager to tell him I'm entitled to that Lamborghini and get Lamborghinis in this space. So I'm only gonna pay $300 for it. Hey, motherfucker, you ain't not gonna get no Lamborghini for $300. So what? Somebody parked in the wrong space. Nigga, that don't mean you gonna walk out here with no hundreds of whatever that 30, 40, 50, $60,000 car for no 300. Nigga, are you crazy? And the fact that you gotta stop everything you doing to talk to this stupid motherfucker. That's it, and you busting your ass. Like, I'm the multitask king. I ain't got no time for this silly shit you talking about. One lady tried to send me to come with me. I like, come with her for what? Nigga, I ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm gonna come with you. Like, I just happen to be walking by. Hey, wait a minute. Man, try to pull me. I don't want my boss looking at me like I'm no idiot. I'm not coming with you nowhere. You go talk to the motherfucker. You think you gonna get something of a larger amount for some 99-cent nigga? This ain't no 99-cent store, motherfucker. What the fuck are you talking about? Even in the 99-cent store, shit in there for $5 and $10 and $15, $20 and up. What the fuck you talking about? Stupid ass motherfucker. So that's what I'm trying to tell anybody that's listening. If anybody's listening, but it don't matter because I'm still going to do it anyway. You got to be ready. You got to have your fight on. You in spiritual warfare all the time. You don't realize. Like, I went outside, I had to move my car yesterday because of them dumbass motherfuckers. Because there was a landscaping day. So I go out there to move that car. And get this. It's a long road I got to go down. Right? That's what I was going to go down. Then either turn around and just go around and come and park the car. Because I couldn't park in front of the house because they're going to cut the grass. Now, when I get ready to go down that road, I see this car coming up. But it's coming up real slow. So I know that person is sent. Because I done seen this a billion times. So, probably was just somebody. The person wasn't sent. Nigga, you don't even be listening when I'm talking. First off, ain't nobody else on the road but this motherfucker. I know my neighborhood. Nigga been in the same hood for over 40 years. I know my hood. Don't know to be on this fucking street. I know that that's a motherfucker that's sent. To be exactly there at the right moment to slow me down, fuck it up. Because I still got to go to work. And I got shit to get done. Just anything to start some shit. I can tell you what the shit is. I can tell you probably the type of person that's in that car. I done seen this shit a billion times. So I got to change my whole driving. So then I turn and don't go down that street because I know that motherfucker gonna do all kind of stupid ass shit. Because that person was sent to obstruct and fuck me up any way they can. Seen it too many times. So I make a left turn so I don't have to go straight and deal with this person. And as I'm turning, I look up or something, and now this motherfucker is turning right where I'm gonna be at, and they doing some strange ass shit. Like they literally made a turn and stop the way like a cop would do. Like to block a street, she turned and like kind of like blocked the street. I said, okay, here we go. For any of y'all motherfuckers thought I didn't know what I was talking about. Just like when you be watching them movies and this dude, they trying to kill him, and you know these motherfuckers are assassins just by how they sitting. Like as soon as he walk outside, he just look other people enjoying the day, but then you got like 2 or 3 motherfuckers and they just look like they suspicious. Like they not enjoying the day, they not breathing in no air, they not laughing, they just standing like they just waiting. I see this shit all the fucking time. And you're like a non-name try to tell you the same shit. That she called it TI shit. So now I'm coming up the street because I done rode and whatever I did. Now I'm coming up the street, and then now keep in mind that car, the person in that car is still just sitting there. Okay, so if you're going over somebody's house, whatever the fuck you doing, why are you just sitting in your car waiting for me to come back up? And I ain't never seen this person before, but for that day, whoever that motherfucker is. So now when my car is starting to get closer to theirs, they decide to open up the car door. So I told you this motherfucker was going to try to obstruct me. Knew that shit as soon as I seen that ugly motherfucker. So now you're going to try to act like they opening up the car door. Like, I was going to open up my car door, but you're in my way. No, bitch, you in my way. You in my way. You wasn't nowhere around here, motherfucker. You don't live in this neighborhood. More bullshit. What are you here for? And why are you positioning your shit to be blocking me? So nobody give a fuck about you. What the fuck you do? I just kept on going. Plus, she had plenty of room to open the motherfucker up anyway. Just like I said, it was this broad that was walking. Well, it's been a couple of broads walking dogs. Now, don't nobody be walking no dog in no pitch black. Because now it get light about 4 o'clock in the morning now. 4 o'clock, 4:30. It's kind of light. It's like almost broad daylight at 4 o'clock, 4. But you say it ain't get light until like late. So this motherfucker be out in the door, walking the door pitch black. And I'm coming back from food shopping or some shit. I try to get my shit. There's less people around. More people, more problems. So now this motherfucker walking the dog in the street. Now listen, there's plenty of places that person can walk that dog. There's a big old parking lot, all that. But they're going to be out in the street, so you get ready to make a turn, and there's a motherfucker out there with a dog. What the fuck you doing out here with this dog? And then second off, why you out here pitch black? And it's, you ain't got no flashlight, nothing. And second, who going to walk a dog in the street? Pitch black, can't see shit. So her assignment was to try to get my attention one way or another. So I knew that shit. So I'm going to say it one more time. So my neighborhood got about 400 houses. How is it that everybody that walks their dog is walking in front of mine? It's neighbors, it's houses all over this motherfucker. But yeah, you could ride through the whole neighborhood early in the morning and won't see nobody walking the dog, but everybody that is walking the dog is in front of my fucking house. Now what's that shit about? So that female did that one day, and I was mad at the motherfucker. Like I said, as soon as I walk in the house, there go the drama queen. And it's early in the morning. Talking some shit. I just looked at that motherfucker like, what the fuck? Why are you in here? Like, it's early in the fucking morning. Out of all the spots you can be in, why are you in here? Then they knew they got the fuck up out of there. Because I wasn't in no playing mood that day. And that's the same motherfucker that called me on Saturday. Fucked up. This motherfucker they have made a, I don't even know what you call it. But they have made a whatever, a fucking shit up all the fucking time. I ain't even gonna get into it. I'm not even gonna get into all that. So then I come outside and that female that's walking that dog, she's just standing right there. Keep in mind, it's early in the fucking morning, dog. Just woke the fuck up. I'm trying to get my shit. I don't got no time for this dumbass shit. So I just came out. I did not want to be fucked with. I'm tired. Y'all motherfuckers do not stop with this bullshit. The fuck back. Give a nigga some space. So I just gave that motherfucker a look. They think I'm going to say something like, good morning. I look at that motherfucker like, what the fuck are you doing out here this early in the morning with that ugly ass dog and shit? And why you got to be in front of my house? Don't you live way up the street? So why do you walk your dog over here? The fuck up out of here and shit. So I just gave him a look. I ain't seen him until I just gave him a look and shit. But ever since I did that, I ain't seen it since. So all them time, and she was shit. There was another female that did the same thing. I made a mistake. I tried to be nice. I said, hey, how you doing one day? And I shouldn't have did that because that bitch, literally, she walked around this motherfucker. Like, y'all think I'm lying. Let this bitch stay walking that dog from listen. Like, she stayed walking that dog from the moment, like, 11 to 12 o'clock in the daytime till, like, it got pitch black outside, till, like, 6 or 7 o'clock. I never in my life, in my history is watching somebody walk a dog, I never watched nobody walk no dog all that fucking time. And that's the craziest thing I have to ask the people get offended by. You put all that energy into chasing, but when you get it, you don't do shit. And I done seen it too many more. You know what I mean? I've been in a relationship with a female, never talked to her, don't know where the fuck she at. Right? So I finally I call her and say, you know what? We don't never see each other. We don't never talk. Blah, blah, blah. I don't even know. This ain't no relate. I went out. And I hang up the phone. From the moment I hang up the phone, that bitch call, that phone blow the motherfucker. It don't stop ringing, my nigga. And I'm putting this on everything. The motherfucking phone don't stop ringing. Now all of a sudden you calling me all the fucking time, but when I was in a relationship with your ass, you ain't never call. Bitches be on some crazy shit and mad if you tell them the truth. This shit make me laugh. It's so fucking funny. So I got so sick of that phone ringing, I pulled the shit out the fucking cord. I pulled the cord out the wall. Left that motherfucker off the whatever for a long ass time. Then one time I was cleaning this room out and throwing everything out and shit. And then I noticed that cord was out the phone. So I said, oh, let me put this back in. And it's like at least 2 months later. I put that cord back in, the phone was ringing, and I picked it up. It was that same crazy ass broad. Hung that shit up on her ear and shit. So that's why I can't do this shit, homie. Like on real shit. And like to y'all must love it. Cause y'all just do that shit. And y'all don't look for, like, I don't know, y'all just do dumb shit. Y'all mad at me. Y'all won't tap into the truth. But you'll get a fake gospel, fake shit, and all this fake shit that you still gonna have to pay for. What I'm trying to tell you is that's what this whole full moon is, all this Saturn and stuff. It's time for some payback. That's why I said the Godfather of Soul, the Godfather of Funk is James Brown. The big payback is en route. So let me finish up so I can get the fuck up out of here. It's already almost 12 o'clock. I gotta be getting up out of here in a matter of time and shit. Alright, so like I said, from a spiritual perspective, this is if anybody listening to this spiritual, if there are any. From a spiritual perspective, even when you watch the Malcolm X movie, Malcolm minding his own business, doing what he did. Alright, at that time he's representing the Nation of Islam. He's going on colleges, having debates, but he's going on doing what he do. He walking around on college and some white girl walk up. And remember, if they in college, they all around. Well, anybody in college at that time is in their 20s. If they in college, whatever, might barely be breaking 18 or 19 years old if she fresh out of high school. White girl walk right up. And remember, this is 1960s. Because for some reason, these coon ass niggas think it's something special about a white girl. Ain't nothing more special about her than a black girl. But these coon ass niggas with their self ass hate. That's why that beautiful black woman smiled and got so happy when I said that. Because she got to deal with that shit. But y'all stupid. Because y'all everything. Out of all the women I ever slept with, just the black girls. Once you go black, you ain't going to want to go back. I'll take a black girl over anybody any other time. Long as she know how to get busy, because Gap put that work in, nigga. I might be retired, but I was one of the greatest that ever did it, nigga. So a white girl come up to Malcolm, and she walked past all his men that was with him and stuff, and she looked Malcolm in his eyes, somehow, what can I do to help the revolution? And Malcolm looked back at her and wisely said, stay out of it. See, if you really understand this is spiritual warfare, then you hear what I'm saying. Every day, the devil is sending people to try to fuck with you one way or another. Try to mind fuck you one way or another. Try to tempt you one way or another. Lie on you, set you up. So unfortunately, if you plan on winning in this warfare, you win. There's certain ways that things gotta be done. And this is where these fake ass people ain't gonna agree, because they selling out all the goddamn time. So I'm glad God is saying karma coming to get you. Karma coming to get you. Has Samson said, fuck these non-Hebrew women? They ain't about shit. They got the wrong spirit on them. He wouldn't have got fucked up at the end. Had he stayed the hell away from Delilah, did the same thing when I see shit, be like, ah, nah, that's a plant. And don't get me wrong, we all tempted, because this shit don't never stop. You see it all the time. I can tell you on and on and on. I think I need to tell you this one. Right next door, my man K-Sign used to live next door. And one day I was out there talking to K-Sign and I'm not seeing some female. Went on about my day. Then I was putting out like different flyers and stuff like that, because I always been down with the music and I was on TV for a little bit. Now I'm way out of town. It's literally up the highway. It's 8 or 10 miles up the highway, but it's still out of town. It's a whole nother environment over there. Don't got nothing to do with this little neighborhood. I put some flyers in a laundromat out there or whatever. Somebody gave me a call saying they interested or whatever. Yeah, okay. You interested? All right. We're going to set up. Come on over. And when that chick came in, I said, ain't you the chick that was standing right next door? And she like, yeah. So she is lying, because somehow she got a fly either from Mike or she got a fly somewhere, but she tried to fake it. Or maybe she did see it up in there. I don't remember. But she said she saw it in that laundromat. But maybe I assume that's what she seen in there. I don't know. But either way, she knew it was me. So she was trying to fake it like she didn't know it was me, but she did. And she lived right next door. So for whatever reason, I don't even know what the reason was, but I wasn't with it. And I'm real funny. I tell you, Even when I was young, because one time I came home, it was a chick just laying on my bed and shit. I like, get the fuck up out of here. Like, who let you in and shit? Because back in the day, you would come home and your house would be filled. Because this used to be the spot. Everybody. That's why I said my family name known, nigga. Like, everybody know. Like, you still see gangsters come back and say hello and shit. Because they grew up here. My mother, like, raised them niggas. Not on no street shit. Just niggas hanging out. Because I got sisters and all that shit. So it was always people over here. And I was in a band, so you would come home and be people playing your instruments and shit, and you don't know who the fuck any of them people are. But that's how it was back then. You wouldn't do no shit like that now. But back then, that's how it was. So I can't remember everything, but I think I just didn't. I didn't feel comfortable with her being that close to me. And plus, it just seemed too strange to me. I had just seen this chick. Now you calling me and acting like, this is a coincidence. I like, this can't be no coincidence. So it did bother me. But I didn't know nothing about, metaphysics and all that shit. I just knew in my mind and heart it just bothered me. And she definitely was trying to seduce a nigga. So I like, nah, that'd be the bitch that got the package and some shit like that. Fuck that. Just felt like I was being set, so I ain't fuck with her. So again, had Samson realized and did what he should have did and obeyed God, he wouldn't have been humiliated. Lost his power and got his ass kicked by the Philistines. They turned him into a laughing stock. Now, when you watch the movie Fatal Attraction, same thing. Had he realized what I'm saying in this video, he would have left that broad alone. If he would have walked up in that bar and seen her, he would have went the other way no matter what nobody said. Who cares if they say, oh, you hurt her feelings. Fuck her feelings. That bitch is taking your ass down in the hell, just like the book of Proverbs tell you to. And I'm not talking about every woman, because you got the Proverbs 31, which is the fabulous woman. And I started off this video honoring women, and dedicated to women. And the women I saw in the store yesterday, she was beautiful. So it ain't all women. So don't try that trick. But we are talking about the tricks right now that when you get involved with them, everything gonna be going, like it's gonna disappear. Your reputation gonna disappear. Your money gonna disappear. Your health gonna disappear. It's not gonna stop. That's what happened to Sam. That's what happened to Samson, and that's what happened to the dude on Fatal Attraction, the movie. I was working with the one female I was friends with at my job, my last job, and the universe went out of this way to hook me up with that female. So me and her was friends, and I asked her, what was your favorite movie? And she said that movie where that woman killed that rabbit on the stove or some shit. I said, what, Fatal Attraction? She said, yeah. I said, man, get away from me. I said, if Fatal Attraction is your favorite movie, get the fuck away from me and shit. Psycho bitch. Oh! Alright, now this is where the spirit is leading us. So now we're going to continue. But that's the message. It's karma coming. People going to get it. Watch who you affiliating yourself with. If the pussy messes your life up, is it really good pussy? If the dick messes your life up, ladies, if that dick does a number on you, and I'm not talking about in a sexual way, is it really good dick? Now y'all mad at me, but all of y'all know that's the main way the devil tempt. The main way devil tempt everybody is some type of sexual shit. Whether it's some Eddie Bishop shit, or some molesting little boy shit, or rather some other shit. It's some sexual shit. So if I'm a teacher, I'm supposed to talk about it. So fuck you if you don't like my curriculum, you dumbass motherfucker. Alright, general, this is my moon sign, and this is a Hindu website. So they say today is a good day to either take some vital tests, which I do see somebody today, but also make some decisions. And so far, that's been going pretty good. So far. They say handle your business in a good way. So far, everything they're saying is pretty much true. They said something about a relationship, but I'm single, as everybody knows. Some people say, I can see why. But if I'm single and I'm going forward, that's better than being with somebody and going down, nigga. Woo! Words spoken of a wise man. Ha ha! Nigga, nigga, nigga. But like I said, everybody ain't bad. You just gotta find the one you can work with. Baby, oh baby. I know y'all got that evil in you. Please don't leash it out on me. I got a good heart. I don't deserve this bullshit. Capricorn, alright. Health. Everything works well for you. Hence, your health will be good. You will find yourself enjoying good fitness. Let's hope so. Yes, sir. But even in health, they only gave me a 3. Because everything else, they was giving me 5s and 4s. But when they got to health, they was giving me a 3. Yes, sir. This is Terry. This is Michelle Knight. So she said this is going to be the toughest 7 days of the year. Now, this is Michelle Knight. She's one of the best. And Terry Nassan said the same thing. Another one of the best. This is why you can't fuck with everybody, my nigga. You hear what I'm saying? Because you be trying to fuck with everybody and the universe fuck you up. Then you be your ass going to be out talking about, oh, could you help me? Like, nah, nigga, because you had something and you tried to help somebody else and now your shit fucked up. Or you affiliated with motherfuckers that fucked you up. Fuck them niggas. Listen, man. Like I said, somebody came to me with that sob story shit. But it was sweet because God kept it. I thought it was a dude. I like, what the fuck wrong with this nigga? And I kept going, this motherfucker act like a bitch. I say, I ain't gonna say no names, but there's 2 niggas out here, they act like bitches. Like, man, you act feminine and shit. That's why, man, you don't connect. Because every time I be on some grown man shit, you be on some bitch shit. Like, every fucking time. Like, every time this nigga show up, it be like a bitch showing up. I'm like, you gotta have some female spirit in you or something. Because you act like a bitch. So that's what I thought the case was with this person. They're just going off. But I was still cool. I was still trying to help them. But, like, niggas, only so much I could do with this, everything. With the time, with the circumstance, with the resources. It's only so much I could do. I was trying to help them. But there was, like I said, now if y'all was listening, y'all just heard Terry Nassan say people going to be coming at you with, like, crazy-ass expectations and shit. Nigga, you're not going to rush me. It's going to get done in a reasonable time. But, like, you're not going to rush me. First off, you came out of nowhere. That's like you got a store, and I walk in, I go get your best pair of jeans. Now, you know them jeans cost like $70, $80. And none of my prices is that high. So I'm not talking about the price, because none of my prices are $70, $80. My shit way lower than that shit. Because I'm trying to help people best I can, but I got to pay my bills at the same time. But I'm using this as an analogy. You walk in, a nigga grab a $70 pair of jeans and throw $10 up. And thinking they get ready to walk out the store. Where the fuck you going? I just paid for my jeans. No, you didn't, nigga. I just gave you, yeah, that's the point. You just gave me $10 in the 70 pair of jeans. Plus I gotta put some tax on that shit. And if you keep pissing me off, I'm gonna put some fee up on that shit. You don't walk up in here and just grab a pair of jeans, drop down to the knee, and walk out the fucking door. I'll gilly your ass, bitch. Choke your ass out. Like Gilly did Cassidy and shit. Y'all don't know, back in the day, Gilly had to smack Cassidy. Because you know Cassidy crazy. He talk crazy. Gilly had to clean. When you smack the shit out of a nigga, that's called cleaning the nigga up. He had to clean Cassidy up a little bit. Smack the shit out of that nigga. And you know Gilly the realest, because even Beans, when Beans was known for being that tough guy, Broad Street bully, Gilly had to knock that nigga down to size. Had to remind Beans of who he really was. You ain't no tough guy, no rap record motherfucker. I really, he was killing that nigga, and Beans ain't say shit back. Oh, that's how you find out who the real nigga is, because that nigga knew keep your motherfucking mouth shut. When the OG check your ass, keep your motherfucking mouth shut, nigga. Ha ha! Yeah, nigga, what? So, one of the greatest astrologers alive is telling you the next 7 days is going to be the toughest 7 days of the year. Now, me, it's too early to say that, but I know where she's going with it. But we got a whole year to finish up, so don't think this is going to be just as tough as 7 days. This is what y'all better learn how to do. Learn how to deal with real individuals such as myself. Learn how to give back Right now, I got some shit I gotta get ready to give out to give back. Cause you take and never giving back, and that universe gonna put its foot up your ass. And you got it coming, motherfucker, because you like my goddamn neighbors. Come quickly, Lord. So then she said tomorrow it's going all hell gonna break loose. Woo! And that's gonna start the 7 days. So she said there's a war going on right now between Mars and Saturn. It's Mars and the other one is Saturn and Pluto. Now didn't I tell y'all Pluto is the black people, nigga? Saturn is like Satan. So Saturn and Pluto, that's what happened to Job. Because Pluto took everything. When God sent Satan down and he told Job, he said you can take everything. That's Pluto. Pluto takes it. Saturn come down and just be fucking you up and teaching you lessons. But Pluto take everything. Woo! And y'all wonder why I was studying the book of Job. And y'all got mad because I put that real shit in. Oh, I'm not going to like it because he's cursing. Fuck you! I don't need your fucking likes, you fucking cocksucker. You can look out my asshole. I had to do that because I hate when people disrespect me. I have to disrespect them back. It's kind of like that movie, The Wiz. Remember that prison movie though, not the Michael Jackson Wiz and all that. Did y'all see Stephanie Mills bow down to Louis Farrakhan? Did y'all see that? She said, "That's my daddy. He been my daddy since 16 years old." Wow, what's going on, minister? And he didn't even try to hide it. And then she bowed down and went all the way down. I thought the porno music was about to come on. She went all the way down. I don't know if she kissed his shoes or not. I don't know. I know she went all the way down to the ground. Stephanie Mills went down for the minister. Woo! But at least he's not like the Elijah, because Elijah was banging out them young white girls. At least Farrakhan was doing it with the sisters. Woo! So anyway, in the movie, this one white guy was bullying another white guy because another white guy was a nerd. He didn't know nothing about prison. He used to be a lawyer, but he got drunk and killed somebody, drunk driving. So they sent him to prison. So this other white guy was fucking him and doing all kind of shit to him and shit. So he finally got sick of it. So that's what I'm saying. Why I said what I just said, that's what he did. He was in the room lifting weights, and that other guy came in there to bully him in the room lifting weights. He hit that dude with one of the weights, knocked him. He beat his ass, knocked him out, and then he shitted all over that nigga. Like Cannabis said he would do to LL. So when we don't got no respect for you, when you robbing from me, nigga, I don't give a fuck about you. Nobody give a fuck about your goddamn opinion. You a crook. Fuck, I'm gonna respect you. Die, motherfucker, die. So I'm gonna teach the way I'm gonna teach. I'm gonna teach by the way I'm led by spirit. You got a problem with that because you don't know the true God. You still dealing with the European bullshit that they taught you. How to take it like a sucker. How to hate your own color. How a beautiful black woman, when you tell her she beautiful, it fuck with her because she don't believe it. Because of white supremacy. The devil is a goddamn liar. Until you can be man enough or woman enough to call it as it is, you a goddamn bitch. And I ain't got no respect for your ass. So I don't give a fuck about your motherfucking opinion, nigga. You's a coward, and if we was in public, you get smacked in your motherfucking face. I kill you, nigga. So you got Saturn or Satan with Pluto to take her away. What you got is a book of Job going on right now. And guess where Mars is? Where mommy. That's why you got mommy issues. But you got to understand, mommy issues, she's still representing the divine feminine. So watch out. Watch what you say. One side wants you to go easy and other to go hard. But tension only exists at either extreme with a need to aim for the middle. I'm on the mic, but they don't have to like you. Like if they don't read and study, you never gonna like me. That's why I said it was a dude out here that was a master teacher. he was dropping that shit. But see, I studied, I did research. I knew he was a blessing because of the knowledge he brought. But the coon ass niggas didn't like him. So the coon ass niggas went out their way to get rid of him. Bitch ass niggas. Look at this. Now this one says new moon in Sagittarius. Judas or Buddha. New moon in Sagittarius. Judas or Buddha. So there is a battle going on, y'all. The real versus the fake. Lord, let the real win. But see, the Lord ain't gonna let the real win because of the simple fact he wants y'all to be deceived. If y'all not really with him, he wants you to go down the wrong road. So in this life we in, the real ain't never gonna win. The real is gonna come out, make his statement or whatever, and then it's gonna be gone. But you still had the opportunity to learn. But you're gonna choose. You're not. If you fake, you're not never gonna choose the real. Not really. You might act like you do, but you don't really choose. That's like a Malcolm X stamp or a Malcolm X T-shirt. But when Malcolm was alive, nobody was with that nigga. But now everybody on a bandwagon because it's a fashion. Just like Jesus. When Jesus was alive, the masses didn't want to fuck with Jesus. But now they act like, oh, Jesus, yeah, Jesus. Jesus Christ superstar, yeah. So these are fake ass, bitch ass niggas. And when I say niggas, I mean anybody with that low frequency. Fake ass people. Don't matter what color you are. It's still a bitch move. So we almost out of here, y'all. So if anybody is listening, you got to get to the point where you fighting for God. You're in spiritual warfare. So you're not gonna be misled. You're not gonna keep on judging life by what you were taught by white supremacy. You're gonna judge life by what the Bible taught you. And you got the teachers out here trying to show you, but you keep complicating it with stupid ass belief systems and dumb ass shit. So that's why we go hard. That's why we really let you know, fuck you and your weak ass ways, and nigga, nobody give a fuck what you talking about. Nobody give a fuck what you think. Because you got to bring these people in reality. Like I said, when these people come in with all these high demands and all that shit, you got to let that motherfucker know, oh no, nigga, you think you talking to somebody who you could just say whatever the fuck you want to, and I'm going to look at you and go, yes, sir. That's why that nigga threw something at Capo. See, Capo was being all high. Yes, sir, la, la, la. As soon as Capo said something that man ain't like, that motherfucker started talking to Capo like he was garbage, and he actually threw something at him. Nigga, I would have been over that count on that nigga's ass. You ain't throwing shit. That's why I said you let the motherfuckers know quick. It's a line here. Sometimes they come at you real quick, slow down. You ain't even like. Soon as somebody get done, the next person will come and just throw that shit like, yo, chill. Tell them they hand something to you, I hand it right back. Say, just a minute, like just a minute, sir. And boom, let them niggas know quick. Oh no, we're not doing it that way here. And like I said, what y'all don't understand, even if you could do it that way, the machine runs slow. And if you try to push that machine, it'll fucking freeze. So that's why the whole thing is saying slow the fuck down. It's just egos. People think they so important. They think they more important than anybody else. Oh, I got a billion coupons, so we're going to sit here all day and process all your goddamn. Listen, man, why don't you like I said, because some shit should be common sense, but a lot of people don't got that. Learn how to do something. Get out of line. Come back in line. But give some other people a chance. Fuck wrong with you. So you just heard, if you were listening, you heard Terry Nonson say exactly what I've been telling y'all. System of expectation and selfishness and all kind of shit. All right, now let's do this. We're going to keep it going because now we're going to try to speed it up a little bit and get on up out of here. Because time is just flying by. Browsers is moving kind of slow. Just got to give me a moment. This is Astrology Answers Weekly. Now, for anybody that listens to me, they know whenever we do Astrology Answers, the weekly forecast, while you're here, especially since tomorrow is Friday, you got to make sure you get to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, because when Friday comes, they're out in Cali, so they go right to Monday. So you won't get your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday if you don't get it in advance. So give me a moment while I copy that and get it up out of here. This Friday will be June the 14th. As you see, June is speeding away. And I'm going to say it again, this is spiritual warfare. Again, when Achan stole, because God told him, I'm sending you into the land of the enemy. When you get there, kill everybody, burn everything up in destruction. Because God knew how spirits go through stuff and stuff like that. So by burning everything up, again, it's symbolic of hell, but it's also so that you don't have these spirits going around and then you become like these people, which were ungodly people. But the people didn't know why God said burn everything. So he was like, I'm not burning this stuff. This is valuable, whatever. This is valuable merchandise. I'm not burning nothing. I'm gonna steal it and hide it. So after that, when the army would go out to battle, they would lose and they would be brutally defeated. So Joshua began crying, asking God, why did you promise that we can't be defeated and we were going to take this promised land, but we're losing? And then that's when God told him, get up. You have a thief in the midst. Find out who it is. And until you wipe him out, I won't be in your midst. So that's what you need to worry about, the Holy Spirit of God, not some family member, not some bitch. And this is why Jesus said, not no bitch trying to tempt you. This is why Jesus said, don't fear these people. Fear the person that can put you in hell forever. I'm telling you right now, enemies of your own household. This is spiritual warfare. It's not that you wake up looking for trouble, but you got to realize, whether they know or not, they got spirits on them and they're trying their best to get rid of you. That's why they tried to kill their own brother. Joseph's brothers tried to kill him because they had evil spirits on them. So you got to realize this is real. This isn't a joke. All right, today the sun conjuncts benevolent Jupiter. Feelings of positivity, well-being, and overall good moods that may lead to unexpected opportunities and good luck. And that did happen. Because Jupiter likes to expand, and Jupiter is all about your belief system, expand your mind through study, travel, new projects, or relationships. But you also have to avoid the urge to overindulge. So you will get an urge to overindulge today. So, and whenever I say today, because it could be like 2 days from now, it could have been 2 days before. A good thing to always get in harmony with is realizing astrology is usually right, but it might take some days. But most people, like, if it doesn't happen right away, people say, oh, this is some bullshit. This is fake. This is for like weak people. But they don't realize how powerful it is. Now we go back to astrology answers again, but this one is for today. She's saying that the Scorpio moon will be intense, and it's in the fourth house of foundation, which is also family. So you'll have emotions that'll be focused on your home and the family life today. And the reason why she said home, because even the sixth house of Virgo is also the home. Because it was funny, I heard Terry Nassan talking a lot about Virgo, but Terry Nassan also talked a lot about Scorpio. She said you may even have some matters with your parents to work through. Well, it was one of them things where she thought she didn't have no need to apologize, and I felt like, well, I ain't apologizing to you. So it was one of them. It was one of them type of deals. At the end of the day, as you see, everything I'm talking about is in astrology. Everything that happens is in astrology. That's why when you really hate somebody, if you had your natal chart, if you were doing what you were supposed to, you would understand it's astrological. Whatever the fuck just happened, that shit is still astrological. Just like when I walked outside yesterday, the goal was to try to find a place to park my car since these two bitches behind me done blocked both the spots because they're assholes. So then I looked across the street where I normally park, and somebody had put some sticks there or some shit. So you could tell this is coming from the universe. Right where I'm going to park, they put these long sticks there and shit. So then when I get in my car to go up the street, it's somebody coming up the same street I'm about to go. And this is the most quietest neighborhood. It's no cars. So you can't say the person was just a coincidence. Ain't no coincidence. I knew as soon as I seen that person, I knew they was gonna be an asshole. And then when I looked back and saw they were turning around, how they were turning around and blocking the street and all that stupid shit, I knew that person was going to be an asshole. And then they sat in their car and waited till I came back up to act like they getting out the car. And now they want to open up the door the exact same moment I'm coming. It's like motherfuckers that be here all day, all night. The bathroom door is wide open. All day, all night. Ain't none of these motherfuckers think about the bathroom until I want to come use it. They don't, wait, I was getting ready to go in there. All that nigga shit. Nigga, the motherfucking door been open all day, all night. If you had to go to the bathroom, you would have went. Now I'm saying everybody gotta go. So that's all nigga shit. That's how this world functions, my nigga. You can say what the fuck you talking about, but over here we deal with reality. We ain't dealing with no punk shit no more, because you ain't never gonna get strong. You gotta call whatever it is. You gotta call a snake, a bitch, a hoe, a liar, a liar. You gotta go back to what the Bible said. Let your yes mean yes, and your no mean no. Everything else is from the devil. And 2 Corinthians says, cast it down. So that's the only way you gonna get strong. But I might be the only one to do it. Because all these other coon ass weak ass motherfuckers, they gonna keep on staying coon ass weak ass motherfuckers, and they ain't never gonna change. And then God smacked the shit out of them. And when God smacked the shit out of them, I gotta be careful I don't rejoice. Because God said don't rejoice when I discipline, because I'll discipline them. But inside I'm gonna be saying, yeah, hallelujah. All these decades I put in for these motherfucking niggas. And they still the same. No, that's what I'm trying to tell. I understand what Elijah Muhammad went through. That's why I knew why he wasn't gonna keep on risking his neck. He was wise enough to know these niggas ain't gonna fight for you. I woke him up best I could, cleaned him up best I could. That's it. I got some white girls to fuck. That's what Elijah was saying. I got money to make, nigga. I done did my part. Everybody trying to they trying to put whatever on his name. But the fact of the matter is, was he supposed to do everything for you? See, even though that dude YP, he talk a lot of shit, but at least he up doing something though. You gotta respect that man. At least he up doing something with his life. He learning how to fight in the ring and shit. Cause when he first got in the ring, he wasn't that good, but he done got better. He recently beat the champ. So at least he doing something with his life. Don't sit around talking about somebody else and you ain't doing shit. So she said this is Astrology Answers Daily for today, June 13th. The universe is saying if you deal with anybody, your family or whoever you deal with, be saucy about it. Well, especially you said family. I shouldn't say anybody because you may have to deal with somebody that you gotta give a reality check to. Who knows? But she is saying that with your family, be saucy or, you know, don't be mean. So now she's saying the Scorpio moon in your fourth house is offering you an opportunity to make some roots with someone or somewhere that could create a destined change for you. So we're talking about destiny again. That is exactly what you have dreamed about for some time. Maybe even years. So she's saying if you just don't use your head and use your heart, get rid of your fears. So that's love calling out. Love is saying, I know you've been hurt. Yeah. I know you don't trust now. But you gotta open your heart again and feel love. That's the best Michael I can do. No, those were my lyrics. But that was Mike, nigga. Mike said, stop being afraid. Look at me, I was getting with little boys because I was afraid of women. And even those little boys turned everybody and fucked my legacy up. Now Mike was like the Teflon. That nigga, everybody was on his ass. Now that's a perfect example of the whole world on your ass. But that's why I have to question that. And that's what one lady said. She said, listen, them little boys couldn't even explain Michael's body part. So if Michael was having sex with him, how come they couldn't explain what his body part looked like? And she said, listen, this is one man with the entire law enforcement got on his ass. And they couldn't find no proof. She said they couldn't find no shred of evidence and shit. And I'd be like, logically? I'd be like, yeah, logically. That shit sound real to me, logically. But when I be looking at them pictures, Mike, and you posing with all the little white boys, got your shirt off and shit, I don't know. Took one of your boyfriends on a shopping spree, and y'all in the store, just you and a little boy holding his hands and shit. I don't know, Michael. And y'all arguing like a couple and shit. I don't know, Michael. Because I know if you got enough money, I know evidence get lost. Just ask Snoop Dogg, nigga. Murder is the case that they gave me, right? So I don't know, Michael. I just don't know. It sound like that nigga was hiccuping and shit. Alright, so where we going? Man, I just don't care, man. Motherfuckers always gonna make up an excuse. That's why I just be me. I know I'm the thorough nigga. See, you talking to one nigga that actually came, saw, conquered, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Niggas always gonna run their fucking mouth. At the end of the day, God gonna either do what he do based on his word or whatever's gonna happen. And whatever's gonna happen, it ain't a damn thing you can do about it. So that's why I said I don't worry about it. Alright, let's keep on going. But basically, we learn shit about to get rough, and I've been telling y'all why. This is freehoroscope.com, but remember the hyphen between free and horoscope. Mood of the day, she says 5, love 5, money 4, work 5. Now, again, the whole love thing is you just gotta let it go. You gotta give love a chance, but you gotta be really like I said, you gotta really be ready. At the end of the day, because what happens, like I said, if you were listening, you just see all these females go out of their way, but for the wrong reason. Like when it's the beginning and they just trying to get your attention, they go way out of their way. Or if you getting pissed off and you want to break up, they go way out of their way. But when they in a relationship, it's like, nah, they take shit for granted. So I don't want to go through all that shit, and I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. That's why I stay single. See, if I was selfish, I would just worry about me, but I can't do it. I worry about other people. So that's why I stay single. Because I know me, like, I'm just saying, am I happy now? Yeah, I'm very happy. You understand? You ain't going to be happy when the other motherfucker come through. I mean, I don't care. I'm not, like, this planet is not really what you would use. I just gave y'all a bunch of examples, but it's your planet. Y'all love it, so y'all going to do it anyway. Like, a lot of men will still go to early grades just being stupid. Because I'm just like, why should I go to the early grade? Why don't you go to the early grade? Or why don't we go to the early grade together? But why the fuck I gotta be the one going to the early grade? So I'm just a different type of nigga. Like, once I see how the game is really played, you're not gonna see me just self-destroying myself. Like, if we could go all the way back, do you think Samson still would have got with Delilah? Probably. But he would have been like, but I ain't gonna tell her shit. But he still probably ended up telling her. Motherfuckers be stupid. So good news is on the horizon. Make the most of the day's peace and quiet to give thought to what might be missing from your diet. You get news and good answers, and these are official. And you did right to wait patiently and keep things calm. So that's basically all she said. She's not really saying a whole lot. So you gotta get to the point where you really want a relationship and you really could put up with like stuff that you normally wouldn't. Like shit I consider bullshit. You gotta really like be there for that. This is Kelly Fox. She said, "Poets and mystics of the world, rejoice." So let's get the whole forecast. Find out what it is. Imagination, fantasy, spirituality confused today, and a magical burst of creativity, courtesy largely of a beautiful Mars Neptune trine. Because I know I did wake up freestyling and doing all kind of shit today. It's a terrific day for those working creatively, for those seeking spiritual answers. In practical terms, use today's energy to think literally about today's irritations. She said, any decision you make on Sunday, make sure that it is grounded and not mirages, because Jupiter squares Neptune. So you might find love, and you may think it's Mr. or Mrs. Right. She's telling you to be careful. All right. Uh-oh, it's a twin birthday. Do y'all know whose birthday it is? Happy birthday to. Happy birthday to. Happy birthday, you crazy Olsons. Happy birthday to you too. Woo! Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, it is Mary Kate and Ashley Ocean's birthday. You remember those twins? One of the most famous family shows of all time. They were so famous, even Arsenio Hall was talking shit about those twins when they were little babies. Now, why do you talk shit about babies? But Arsenio Hall used to talk shit about everybody, if you remember. You're a passionate person by nature. Yes, I am. I'm nothing but passion, baby. Without passion, why live? And today your inner fire is blazing. Woo! Yeah, baby. Whether it's a good thing or a challenging one, it's up to you. After all, there are some wonderful expressions of passion. Doing creative work, for example, or connecting with your sweetheart. But anger is another form of passion. Avoid displays of temper now. If someone hurts your feelings, let them know calmly instead of lashing out at them. You best believe it would be some windows busted up if I was still a lot younger. Intensity 84 degrees. Mood reality check. Keywords victory bragging. Rating, wow, she only gave me a 1. Fuck you, Kelly Fox. I could never be a 1. I am the 1, you bitch. Just joking, everyone calm down. Why are you people so serious all the fucking time? Not that like the little Levy. Levy. So what learning challenges are coming up? Many a long time ago, we was working, like I said, my township is kind of racial. So where we were working at, it was, in the township, basically. And so they was out of their mind, like they was making all these unbelievable demands. And I didn't like it, and a lot of promises they made, they wasn't keeping. So I don't like that shit either. So this was closer to, it wasn't the early 1990s. It was like around 95 or so, but it was still like, it seemed like early 1990s. So everybody was on that, waking up in pro-black shit. So they had some people there that could give them 20 items. Like in a 24-hour period, they could give them like 48 items. So they were trying to make everybody give them 48 or more per hour. So because some people, the majority of people couldn't keep up. So what they tried to do, they made a line. Now this was like an assembly line environment. It was kind of like a factory environment and assembly line environment. So they called all the black people. They called me, Mike B. I don't know if C-Mac was on that line or not, because we all worked together. They called AZ was on that line, but it was like all black people. They ain't put no white people on the line. And then they did was only like one white guy. So I already saw how these dudes was moving. I could already tell they was racist. So they put like all black guys on this line, and then they had one white supervisor, and he was trying to walk behind us back and forth, like slavery and shit. Like, man, I bugged the fuck out. I'm not doing this. I started going, no, I bugged the fuck out. And so they shut that shit down. And so then I became like the rebel. Like I was like Nat Turn up in that motherfucker. Like all I did was fuck with them crackers, man. And I'm calling them exactly what they was, because that's exactly what they did. And I was like their rebel. Like I would just fuck with them and shit constantly. I would stop in the middle of production and give speeches and shit, and they would be threatening me all the fucking time. And that's when I created the old lady. So they would say, if you do this one more time, we're gonna fire you. I would go, oh dear. So all day, remember this is in the factory, so that shit would echo. And their offices was right there, like the walls was thin. So all you got to do is walk through the door. All their offices was right there. And I would be going, oh dear, and shit. And they would say, who's doing that? Who's doing that and shit? And I would do. Man, I was fucking. I was the same way in high school. Like I was an ass. I had a racist teacher. This dude was Italian dude. He was always making black jokes. And what I didn't understand was, no, he was a racist, not just black jokes. This motherfucker was straight up racist. I keep telling you, my whole thing was like racist motherfucker. And I couldn't understand because the dudes that beat us over, the dudes that beat us up when we came to the high school, they beat the shit out of us when we came to the high school. They would put up with this motherfucker. And I was like, why don't they do nothing with this dude? So I said, fuck it, I took it on myself and shit. I always been a live ass nigga. Like when I see these niggas, same thing. If it was something that needed to be knocked over and shit, it'd be me. And I would be saying, damn, I'm like a little nigga. These niggas older than me. How come I'm the one doing everything? But I ain't never been bitch made. So why did I tell you all that? So the one white guy that they tried to get to bully us, they started having problems with him. So then they demoted him and they took his money back. But I keep telling you, karma's a motherfucker. So what he did, but he walked up to me, right, and he just looked at me, and he basically like looked at me as to say, you know what, you was right. Like I should have been like you. Like when I saw these motherfuckers doing all this stupid shit, I should have been like you. I should have stood up for myself. Cause man, I gotta live with myself. Like that's why I ain't no compromise on stupid shit. Like if you like they try to make you think you wrong. Like maybe in your demonized world, but in a world by standard and Bible, you're wrong. So if that's what I go by, and this is what I'm saying, you don't have to agree with me, but you ain't gonna force me to do it your way. Cause if you really dig deep enough, all you see is motherfuckers getting turned down into females, especially black motherfuckers. So why they all getting turned down to female and undercover homo and all that shit? So if you open up your mind, you would see what was happening, but most niggas won't. And so when people do open up their mind and try to comment on it, they're going to attack that motherfucker. Oh, he crazy. Oh, he coward. He just weak. Or he's just a low achiever. No, nigga, I just ain't going to be on my knees like you was. So that's why I said again, peace out the Dolo, king of the Moors, king of the Murs, because you see this nigga exposing these motherfuckers for who they really are, and sometimes he do it right to their face. And that nigga's still alive and shit. And I used to be the same way. You gotta remember, I'm older than Dolo. I used to be the same way. I be right in these motherfuckers' face, saying that shit just like he do. So this is spiritual warfare, and it is what it is. All right, so now we're gonna look at the give me one minute. Just something that I gotta get out of here. I'm trying to anything that's not necessary for right now. I'm trying to get out of here. All right, this is a love horoscope for the day from horoscope.com. So they keep telling me make sure how you dress. I be bummy. I went to the store last night. I know I was gonna be in there real quick, but I went in real quick. I was bummy as fuck. I was tired, man. It was even hard getting up. But like I said, it's just too much. I gotta do all the shit by myself. That's why I don't need nobody calling me with no bullshit. But I got plans though. If I make it, I'm just trying to get this like the heavy shit that need to be done. If I can just get the heavy shit done, that'll help me out a lot. First, then this one just told me how to dress and shit, right? Now it says don't try to be like everyone else. You are gorgeous just the way you are. I already know that. That's why I'm gonna dress the way I fucking want to, nigga. Like y'all get mad cause I just tell y'all the truth. So y'all don't understand. Just me putting on a baseball cap or going out with like some sweat clothes on or some shit. I could be stopped. You understand? I could be stopped. Like that white boy could be dressed the same way. Ain't gonna stop him. Ain't gonna ask him where he going or what. Can I see some ID? But for me, yeah. So that's why I be trying to move anywhere I move because anything could lead to something else. I remember It was right after they shot my friend, that female that got shot by her cop husband. So it was in the same township. So I went to a store that stays open 24 hours a day, and it was a cop in there from that same township. But he had like a skinhead, and the guy that shot my friend had like a skinhead. And I was like, wow, I thought, how is that? So that's why I was looking. I was looking like, wow, what y'all getting your haircut? What's that about? So what the dude did, he never said nothing to me, but he waited till I shopped. And the moment I shopped, he pulled up on my car with his car. This is a cop. And then he let me know he took out my license and shit. So that was his way of saying, I got you. But I ain't got, I don't do nothing. So I wasn't. Like, nigga, like I'm not y'all. Like, everything don't scare me. I've been stopped before. They try to intimidate me and shit. I just be sitting there cool as a cucumber and shit. Why? Because I know they shoot your ass. That shit's stupid. Oh, man, I'm sick of y'all down with me. Let them motherfucker, fuck you, nigga. Bang, your ass dead. And I'm on this side because you went out like a bitch and shit. Like, why you get so fucking emotional and shit? But I know why, because, like black, like the people of color, we come from the divine mother. So they have that emotion. That's one of the reasons why a lot of them dudes are quick to go gay and shit. And plus, angels are androgynous anyway. I don't support it, but I'm just telling you the reason why. But I'd be cute as a cucumber when they be fucking with me. If you like, I got to like even when I was in Fort Drum. Now this don't got nothing to do with the police, but they have war games. So we would be in the woods because we was putting in the Humvees. My job, I told you I went to a job fair in 2000, and that's where I ended up in upstate New York at Fort Drum. And we was putting communication equipment in the Humvees. So you would be out in the woods and they would be having war exercises. So they're taught that if you're having war exercise and you come across some people, you got to capture them. So all of a sudden they let you know you're custody U.S. Army and shit, and they be talking and shit. So they was staring at me to see how I would react. I was just chilling, and the motherfucker was like looking at me like, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Like that's one thing, when you come from a dysfunctional ass family, you really don't give a fuck. Like, you could care less. Like, you ain't the first thing that got up in my face. You ain't gonna be the last. As long as I'm on this crazy ass planet, it's always gonna be somebody trying to tell me something. So to me, it really is. It's like the same thing. And I've been places and shit, so I'm not bragging. I'm just letting you know I don't give a fuck. Either you believe in God or you don't. If you believe in God, it could be the greatest storm out there. You shouldn't be worrying about that storm. You should be praying. Keep praising God. That's why when Sandy came, motherfuckers was terrified. I was chilling. And I told y'all, right before Sandy came, I made it. Somebody hit my car. They gave me a rental. So I took that rental car all the way out to Englishtown. Auction. And somebody was selling a whole bunch of batteries. So I brought those batteries, and then I ended up using all those batteries for Sandy, because for flashlights we have no electricity. So that's why I say, if you really believe in God, God will make a way, but you gotta really believe it. Can't be no half stepping. Can't be no bullshit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And once you realize that, you won't be falling for everything that come your way. Like I said, if you understand what I'm saying, I did exactly what I was supposed to. For some bitch to keep walking her dog around my house, you trying to have some type of encounter. Ain't gonna be no encounter. I know why you here, and I know who sent you. Stop coming around my house. Walk that ugly ass dog somewhere else. You don't even live on the street. So like I said, a big ugly ass gorilla nigga. He wasn't backing down. And he still be out there. Like every now and then he still coming. He just don't hang out there like he used to. But that motherfucker was hanging out here heavy, my nigga. You couldn't walk out the door without seeing that ugly, no matter what time of day, what time of night. You couldn't walk out the door without seeing that ugly motherfucker. And even if you got in your car to ride up the street, he'd still be out there. 10 o'clock at night, he out there on the corner. Now, whether that ugly motherfucker was making fast sales or not, I don't know. All I know, he was always out there, him and that ugly ass dog. And that's why I had to let that nigga know quick. I will take your fucking life. Stay the fuck away from my house. Get the fuck up out of here. And that nigga was so hard-headed that I literally had to tell on myself. When I let motherfuckers know, if y'all don't back that motherfucker up, y'all gonna have to come arrest me. Because I'm gonna get that nigga. Told him to their face. I ain't never do nothing like that, but that's how mad I was. When I get mad, I just don't give a fuck. Not saying that's the smartest way to be, but that's how it be. Alright. 2 more and we out of here. But again, the theme is things are about to change. Karma's about to come. Saturn and Pluto are about to attack. Not telling you to be scared. telling you that's what's up. So they warned you. They said don't be intimidated by those with people that are trying to find problems with you, and so that's what my neighbors are doing. And they told me don't be afraid to speak your mind. That was horoscope.com. Free card tarot. Uh-oh. This is a tough one. The Lover's card is the mood of the day. But the Devil card is in a love position. And then the career position is the Moon. But every single one of those cards is about duality. You will be tempted to eat the forbidden fruit today. The combination of the Lovers and the Devil suggests that you have a passionate desire for two people, but are finding it quite impossible to choose between them. All right. So I read their definition. I don't know if I'm going with it. So how I look at it is the mood of the day could be love because that's what everybody was saying, but because of your own fears, that's the Devil card. Because of your own fears and stuff like that, you're afraid to give that a possibility. You're afraid to open up that portal to give it a possibility. Now at work, there could be some type of lover situation, but again, the Moon card and the Lover card deal with doubt as well. So they're saying it could be some type of a moon or love situation at work, but there's a doubtful energy that's kind of blocking it. So in your love life or your social soulmate life, doubt is blocking. And your career, impossible love in the career sector, love, doubt is still blocking. The Lover's card is about doubt. The Devil's card is about any type of fear, or you fear to move. And then even the Moon card could be about doubt. So that's what I get from that reading. I want to do 2 other things, and then that's it. All right. It's funny how sometimes the day can go by fast. I don't know what other times like it be going on forever. All right, so that's it for this read.